right, let's check it and see. It was too much. It was waiting for the hour. Here we go. All right, we are live on the YouTube and on the Facebook. I just want to say, man, is we just heard the news what happened to Deacon Hakka. I want to come up here while we live. You share it here. We can have it on the archives. Coming up here, come back. Look the history right quick. We just want to have this up here as we can see. Click this up. I'm saying, so we see here, we're gonna get into a lesson, but today, one of Deacon's wife speak up against him. And what we heard was very disturbing.
Wow.
For a leader.
Wow.
Right? What we heard was very disturbing. He trying to get in front of it. I think with a fake apology. I'm just giving you my personal opinion. I think the apology is fake because he didn't bring forth no fruit, meat for repentance. You just saying you're sorry is not proof.
Mm-hmm.
According to the Bible, you got to bring forth fruit meat for repentance. What the scriptures say. And that takes time, right? That takes time to build up, but to see that you're really remorseful, you're really sorry. You just can't say you are. That's just lip service. You create it like that, right? So, wanted to show you, the wife came up on him. But you can see it's up to 7,000 views. It's climbing like crazy. It's a day late in a day. He got 7,000 views already. Her subscribers is going all the way up, and she got 310 comments, and people are supporting her. And he's gonna get cooked. Stay tuned, and stay tuned. Okay. With that, we're gonna get into our lesson. All right.
So what's all about this barbecue?
That's too much, man.
$15
What, 2 piece? Yeah, that's too much money, man.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like, man, 5 pieces or something.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say. That's too much money, man. So you gonna go somewhere else. Yeah, the gas is too high for that right now, you mind?
What?
That's like $6 a gallon almost. $6 a gallon, $7 a gallon almost. You should be considerate of people out here wherever you at, bro.
Well, you need to tell them brothers that's getting ready to have this thing tomorrow about gas being too high.
Man, it wasn't for that Barack Obama situation, I probably wouldn't even go, bro. It's just that the brother don't live out here, and he's coming out here, and he got that 4 doctors. That's why I'm thinking, like, man, let me try to see the brother, because I don't know how long I'm going to see him. Other than that, man, I was gonna be like, nah, we ain't catching that, bro. Y'all tripping. It was far.
Now, do you think he can come through here tonight?
Who?
Barack is out.
He ain't gonna do that. He ain't doing that. Man, for our history, I gotta go see the brother based on our history, man. I gotta go see him. You know what I'm saying?
You think we can go see him where he's at? Try to check us.
Yeah. So we're gonna start in the Apocrypha, the rest of the chapters of the book of Esther. We're gonna start there. We gotta start this thing starts, you can see it starts
Verse 4.
starts at verse 4.
Come.
We need to get chapter 1. I don't know why it's doing that. And it's, it don't give no verses. It keep giving us chapter 10. I don't know why I keep giving us chapter 10. Why we going chapter? That's how it starts. It starts in chapter 10, verse 1.
Right.
So what we actually really need then, you need chapter, what I'm saying, chapter 1 though. I know it starts in chapter 10, verse 1. I need chapter 1.
Right.
Chapter 1. He's gonna give me chapter 1. All right, let's see. How far down we're gonna go? It's gonna give us all the way to 13. All right, we can go to the next one. 11. And we need to start, actually in 11, we need to start at verse 2. This is actually where everything actually really started, right?
Come.
But we're gonna just read verse 1, right? We gonna read verse 1.
Chapter 11 from the top.
Come.
Come. The rest of the chapter of the book of Esther, in chapter 11, starting in chapter 11. In the 14th year of the reign of
The fourth year.
Oh, in the 4th year of the reign of Ptolemy and Cleopatra,
Ptolemaeus.
How you say that?
Cleopatra.
Okay, Ptolemaeus and
Yeah.
Cleopatra, Dositheus, who said he was a priest and Levite, and Ptolemaeus, his son, brought this epistle of Forum, which they said was the same, and that Lysimachus, the son of Ptolemy, that was in Jerusalem, had interpreted.
So this is where this episode of Furim or Purim, right? Or Purim. They call it Furim here, but it's Purim. It's giving you the background of where this thing started. This is the 4th year of Ptolemaeus and Cleopatra's reign. That's when this all coming together. And then a priest, a Levite, like Ptolemaeus' son, brought this episode of Furim or Purim, which they said was the same, and that Lysimachus, the son of Ptolemaeus, that was in Jerusalem, and he had interpreted it, right?
Okay.
So that's when the letter first came down to us. Now it's going to go back. He's going to back up a little bit now, right? So, Ptolemaeus and Cleopatra, they're like 114 BC.
Okay.
It's like 114 BC,
Mm.
right? Now, verse 2.
Verse 2. In the 2nd year of the reign of Artaxerxes the Great, in the 1st day of the month, Nisan, Mardochus, the son of Jarius, is son of Samiel, the son of Kisiah of the tribe of Benjamin, had a dream.
Right? So this is Mordecai. It's giving you Mordecai's lineage. So Mordecai, he comes from the tribe of Benjamin, right? So he had a dream. So he had a dream. This is in the reign of Artaxerxes, in the 2nd year of Artaxerxes, right? The great Artaxerxes, right? In his reign, in his year. This Artaxerxes is going to be the same one we're going to read about in Esther. In Esther, he's called Ahasuerus, right?
Okay.
Or you call Ahasuerus in Esther. Here, he's called Artaxerxes the Great, right? Because he's the one that's over this entire Persian Empire, right? All right, go ahead.
Verse 3. Who was a Jew and dwelt in the city of Susa, a great man, being a survivor in the king's courts.
A servitor.
Oh,
he's a servitor. He's a servitor in the king's court, right? A servitor. He's a servitor, right? Can we get the book of 2 Kings 24? and 6. A servitor like an attendant. He was an attendant there. 2 Kings chapter 24. Verse 6. Let me pull it up here. Don't want to work. Go ahead.
2 Kings chapter 24, read at verse 6. So Joachim slept with his fathers, and
Jehoiachin.
Jehoiachin, his son, reigned in his stead.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. And the king of Egypt came not again any more out of his land, for the king of Babylon had taken from the river of Egypt unto the river Euphrates all that pertained to the king of Egypt.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. Joachim was 18 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months. And his mother's name was Nahusta, the daughter of Elnathan of Jerusalem.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, according to all that his fathers had done.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 10. At that time, the servant was Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up against Jerusalem, and the city was beside.
The city was besieged.
Besieged.
Right. The reason why I'm coming here is that this is when, going back here in the Apocrypha, in addition to Esther, this is the start of when Mordecai is taken. He's taken in this particular captivity when Nebuchadnezzar comes and he carried away them from Jerusalem and he takes them. Right? Mm-hmm. This is when he takes them. He takes them captive. Right? This is what you read in verse 3. Verse 4. Right?
No, we didn't read verse 4.
You didn't read verse 4 yet? Oh, my bad. But I'm jumping the gun there. Let's go ahead. Let's come back and read verse 3.
Verse 3. Who was a Jew and dwelt in the city of Susa, a great man, being a servitor in the king's court.
Meaning he's an attendant in the king's court. Go ahead.
Verse 4. He was also one of the captives which Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, carried from Jerusalem with Joconias, king of Judea, and this was his dream.
Right, Tony just read that. So we just read what happened there in the 2 King. That's when he was taken in the captivity with Nebuchadnezzar. Right? So he was then taken from Jerusalem, in Judea, and then he had this dream, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5. Behold, a noise of a tumult with thunder and earthquakes and uproar in the land. And behold, 2 great dragons came forth ready to fight.
So 2 great dragons. Later on, we're going to find out that these 2 great dragons, one is going to be Mordecai and one is going to be Haman. Right? The Edomite. Right? So you're having this dream. Go ahead.
And their cry was great. And at their cry, all nations were prepared to battle, that they might fight against the righteous people.
When they fight, and that's Israelites. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. And lo, a day of darkness and obscurity tribulation and anguish, affliction and great uproar upon the earth.
Right. That's when Haman is, we're gonna read later, we're gonna try to wipe out all of the Israelites. Right? Trying to wipe all of us out. Go ahead.
And the whole righteous nation was troubled, fearing their own evils, and were ready to perish.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Then they cried unto the Most High, and upon their cry, as it were from a little fountain, was made a great flood, even much water in the light, and the sun rose up, and the lowly were exalted and devoured the glorious.
So that's the dream. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Now when Mordecai, who had seen his dream and what God had determined to do, was awake, he bared his dream in mind, and until night by all means was desirous to know it.
He wanted to know what this was. Desirous to know this dream. Right? So now we're gonna jump up chapter 10 all the way to the top. Go back up to chapter 10. Hey, was pushing up, they're gonna do. And we're gonna start there now. In verse 4. All right, go ahead.
Chapter 10, verse 4.
Yeah.
And she took sandals upon her.
The beginning of the addition to Esther at the top.
We're going back to verse 4?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we're going back to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Verse 4. He was also one of the captives.
No, verse 4. You at the top.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, you're there.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're at the top. Okay. Verse 4. Then Mordecai said, God hath done these things.
God have done these things. Go ahead.
For I remember a dream which I saw concerning these matters, and nothing thereof hath failed.
Right. So this is, he's talking about after all the events that has happened. I'm about to read the events. After all the events that happened, he said this is the dream that he had. Remember, we just read the dream that he had.
Okay.
All that has happened, he's yet confirming it, right? This is chapter 10. But this chapter 10, verse 4, is what goes all the way back into Esther in the Bible.
Okay.
Right? Esther in the Bible, chapter 10, only has, I think, three verses in it.
Okay.
And then here, verse 4 picks it up.
Okay.
And finish it off. Right?
Okay.
I'm reading here first to so you know that everything that he dreamed happened.
Okay.
Then we're going to go read it, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. A little fountain became a river, and there was light and the sun and much water. That river is Esther, whom the king married and made queen.
Right? We're going to get to all of that, right? The reason why I'm reading it this way is because this is how things sometimes are written in the Bible. The Most High give you a opening, and then go all the way to the end.
Okay.
Right? He said, "I declare the end." What?
From the beginning.
From the beginning, right? We hitting the end from the beginning. Then we're gonna get into the midst of it, right? Go ahead.
Verse 7. And the two dragons are I and a man.
See? The two dragons in the dream, we got who they are already, so we're not confused. It's I and Amen, right? We're going to get into the story, what happened. There's a lot to cover, right? So we got the beginning, and boom, right to the end of it. Now we need the middle, because that's where we are. Right now, right?
Wow, God.
We in the middle. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And the nations were those that were assembled to destroy the name of the Jews.
See? These people were assembled to wipe us out. That's why people are talking about salvation for them. These people don't like us. They were trying to wipe us out in the time of Mordecai and Esther. Want to destroy us. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And my nation is this Israel,
Mm-hmm.
which cried God and were
Which cried to God.
which cried to God and were saved. For the Lord hath saved his people, and the Lord hath delivered us from all those evils. And God hath wrought signs and great wonders which have not been done amongst the Gentiles.
Not been done among the Gentiles. The
So-
stuff that he does.
So this stuff has never been done amongst the Gentiles.
Never.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
They have never. When have they ever seen the sea parted like that?
Come,
Twice.
come. Mm,
Right?
mm,
When have they ever seen something floating? Because the ark floated.
come.
The priest didn't carry it all the time. The ark was in front of the camp, and the ark floated and went and picked a spot for it, and then the ark came back,
Mm-hmm.
and then went inside of the thing. They have never seen nothing like that before.
Wow.
They still don't have something today that can do that. That can float off the ground. Do that?
Not yet. They almost
They
there.
need
though.
engines and all that. This box thing just floated on its own and went
I got you.
and came back.
And it was heavy.
Yeah, they don't have that.
Heavy. No.
The thing, it didn't have no engines on it. You know, the propellers,
Yeah.
they can spin it with just a box
Right.
with some long spares in it.
Oh,
That was it.
wow.
Sticks in it. It
Mm.
floated. They still can't duplicate that to this day.
They ain't gonna never be able to do
Never.
that one.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Therefore hath he made two lots, one for the people of God and another for all the Gentiles.
Right? See that? We in two different lots.
Mm.
See that?
Come,
We ain't in the same lot.
come,
It's us, then everybody else.
come.
Two different lots God made.
So you can't mix the Gentiles
We
with
mixing
the
it-
Israelites.
No,
It don't
none of
work
that.
like that.
We ain't getting the same south. None of that. It's two different lots, two different plots,
Mm.
two different things. God did.
Uh,
We can read the same thing out the Bible. That's not be good. We can be read out the Bible too.
Okay.
Don't think it's just right here in the Apocrypha. We can read this out the Bible.
I see through everywhere we're separated and nobody understand that.
Come.
Two different lots. I'm gonna separate y'all from people. I'm gonna even make all of them hate y'all. Still, no, pull them in.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. And those two lots came at the hour and time and day of judgment before God amongst all nations.
All of both the lots came before the Most High at that hour, at that time, at that day of judgment. Go ahead.
Verse 12. So the Most High remembered his people and justified his inheritance.
He justified who?
His inheritance.
He justified us.
Israel.
That's what I was reading for Deacon and them on the app with the Romans.
Wow. That's when he said you know your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, he brother doing stuff. Brother. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Therefore those days shall be unto them in the month Adar, the 14th and 15th day of the same month, with an assembly and joy and with gladness before the Most High, according to the generations forever amongst his people.
Right. This is what it is, okay? And this is where me and Gabar are disagreeing,
Okay.
right? I'm saying this is not an ordained feast day in Torah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this is not an ordained feast day in Torah.
So Yahushua didn't keep this?
No.
It's just a given day if you want to take it.
Well, we're gonna read it where it was Mordecai and Esther that came up with this. God didn't sanction it. I'm not saying that God didn't save Israel, but God never sanctioned for you to put no Purim together. That's not. They did that based on the events and when it happened. They did that, but this is not a sanctioned 14 and 15 day of the same month by God.
Right.
God didn't sanction that, and that's what I'm waiting to see.
It's not. So it's not a memorial for the people.
It's not a memorial sanctioned by God.
Right.
It's a memorial that the people kept.
Right. Right.
But that's not something that God and Christ sanctioned. Or Christ didn't keep. They can't show you Christ keeping this. They're going to argue dedication, but they can't argue Purim. Christ ain't keep no Purim.
Mm.
That's for sure.
Mm.
John didn't keep Purim either. We didn't see John keeping no Purim. Christ didn't keep no Purim. I ain't read the apostles keeping no Purim either.
Wow.
None of that. I would read where the apostles kept dedication.
Wow.
We can read where they kept the high holy day,
Come.
keeping Passover, Pentecost. We read them keeping that.
All of them keep
We don't read them keeping them these two here, these dedication
and
Purim. Not there in their writing. We can Paul in his writings in Corinthians, he's still talking about keeping Passover, right? And Pentecost. He's in his writing. He's talking about doing it. We don't see it here. So some people disagree, but they have no scriptural backing for keeping up these 2 days here. There's no scriptural backing for that. I'm wanting to see it. If you have it, show it. We need to see it, because I've not seen it. Now let's get to the events. Now we're gonna come to the Bible. Esther in the Bible. For our brother Servant Smith, come on, I got a verse for him. I need him to reconcile this verse, because remember, his thing is that everything in the King James is correct.
Come on.
I got a verse for him. I need him to reconcile. I got a verse for him.
I want to see that
for
one.
him to reconcile. I want to see what he gonna say on that one. All right, Esther chapter 1, verse 1. You got that?
Esther chapter 1, starting from the top. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, this is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia over 127 provinces.
Right? He reigned from India all the way to Ethiopia. Right? Over 107 provinces. That's 127. This is the Assyrians, right? Go ahead.
That in those days, when the king Assyrius sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan, the place.
Shushan, the palace.
Palace. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Shushan, the palace. It's all right. People get that mistaken place and palace. Yeah. Shushan, the palace. Yeah. But this was where Mordecai was, right? Earlier. Go ahead.
Verse 3. In the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants, the power of Persia and Media, and the nobles and princes of the province being before him.
Right? This is when they came together. Persia and Media came together under him. Right? Go ahead.
4. When he shewed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honors of his excellent majesty many days, even 180 days.
180 days, he was showing all the riches and stuff. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shushan, the palace, both unto great and small, 7 days, in the court of the gardens of the king's palace.
So we see when this is how these guys operated. They constantly having feast for their nobles and their captains and all these other things, right? And then you have another feast for the regular people, right, to enjoy. You don't see that happening today, right? Wow. The person is gonna say, "Hey, man, we living a celebration in all America, right?
Right.
We having no work for 7 days. Everyone, we gonna have a party.
Wow.
Every state, every city, no work, 7 days. We partying.
Wow.
We having some fun, right? What you supposed to do?
I see somewhere in Romania or something like that. They have that.
Hey, people all having some fun, right? Wow. You have a 7 day, you chilling, man. And he does it every now and then. So people like, yeah, man, the king finna drop something soon, man. We gonna be able to. it makes where you living fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
If you like the king, oh man, he's cool, man. He have a party for us. And the king fund the whole thing himself. So, I gotta bring nothing. I got it.
Right.
I got it.
Mm.
I'm throwing the feet. Y'all just show up.
Mm.
That's it.
That's nice. That
Huh.
sounds good.
That's where I want to be a king like that. Really.
Huh.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. Where were white, green, and blue hanging fastened with cords of fine linen and purple of silver rings and pillars of marble. The beds were of gold and silver upon a pavement of red and blue and white and black marble.
Man, he decked it out. Ooh. Decked it out. Right?
Come.
Listen, they have this kind of money to do this.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Then what you doing with all the money? That's what Orlando Brown is asking.
Yeah, they have the money to do this stuff. The money, all the money they send into Israel. All that money can be right here doing this right here.
Mm-hmm. That's $13 billion a year that they send into Israel.
With that money, you can throw a party,
right? Wow.
Nationwide, right or wrong.
Wow.
Right? Am I right on 13 billion? You could throw a party in every state.
Wow. So why would Donald Trump sign the Shabbat into law and then skip that one?
What I'm saying.
Wow.
You don't do nothing for your citizens. We voted you when you said, you know what, man, y'all voted me in, got y'all. Throw the party for all y'all.
Trump, do you hear this?
That's how you give back, right?
Right. Yeah, I know you hear me.
Yeah. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, T Miles.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, brethren.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom.
And we're in Esther chapter 1. He's now in verse 7, right? Yeah, Esther chapter 1 in the Bible.
We're in verse 7 now.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. And they gave them drinks in vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse one from another.
Gold, they're drinking in golden vessel, diverse one from another. Go ahead.
And royal wine in abundance.
Royal wine. Not regular wine he's giving them royal wine. Go ahead.
According to the state of the king.
According to the state of the king.
The best.
The best. And the best wine. Right?
Wow.
This is the reason why it's going back to this. See, people think that having a king at the top of the kingdom was a bad thing, or having a monarchy and all of that.
Right.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because it's the king's responsibility to take care of his subjects and his people. And every now and then he throws something like this for the people. And that's why they appreciate him, and they have no problem with him being king.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, man, dude, hey, we like him. He's good. He fund the parties and stuff, and we enjoy it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't mind giving him a little 10% of what we make, man. He give it back.
Right.
He shoots it back to us.
He deck it out too.
Gold vessel we drinking it, not no regular vessel.
Right.
Good. Golden cups, to drink it. And he give the best wine.
Wow.
7 days we chilling.
That's good.
That's what we need, man. We need a kingdom back. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel. For so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house, they that should do according to every man's pleasure.
You can drink as much as you want. No one stopping you. Drinking too much. No. Drink up, man. Drink up. It says that the drinking was according to the law. Right? Drink up.
Wow.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house which belonged to King Ahasuerus.
Right. Ahasuerus, right?
Ahasuerus.
So Vashti, the queen, she's like, well, the king throwing for the people, you know what I'm saying? Man? I'm gonna throw something for the women. You know what I'm saying? Throw something for the women. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 10. On the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, and Abictha, Zethar, and Carcas, the seven chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king.
Right. So we have the chamberlains, right?
Mhm.
These chamberlains are units. These are units. All right. These are the 7 units. And they served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king. So these are the men that saw the king's face. Everyone will see the king's face. These are the men that ruled with him,
Wow.
and these are the men that see the king's face.
Wow.
They take care of his personal everything. It's like these are the men that he kind of like grew up with, right? His personal friends and stuff like that. But they are at this time they become units. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. So the reason why they're units is because you're taking care of the king. You can't have your own wife and children. You gotta go deal with that.
Right.
He wants you dealing with just the king's business.
Right.
That is it.
Right.
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 So what the Gentile kings would do is castrate these men so they don't have to worry about a woman getting in the way,
Right.
falling in love with this woman, and when they think about having children, he kills all that noise immediately.
Right.
And now since you're a unit, all you focus on is the king's business. Right? Well, then the king take care of you too, but you dealing with the king's business.
Right.
Basically, your life really has ended, and
Right.
you dealing with the king's stuff, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. To bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal, to shew the people and the princes her beauty.
Right. So when the king on the 7th day, his heart was merry, he told his 7 chamberlains, right? Listen, go get the queen, right? Because I want to show the people the queen's beauty, right? To bring Vashti, the queen, before the crown, with before the king with the crown of royal, to show the people and the princess her beauty, how attractive she was, right? For she was fair to look upon. He want to show you just how attractive his queen is, right? So he want to show off his wife, right? That's what he wants to do. Go ahead.
Verse 12. But the queen Vashti refused.
Queen is like, no, we ain't doing that. You ain't gonna be showing me off. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
To come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains.
So she defined the king commandment to come by his chamberlains. Go ahead.
Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
King was hot. Chamberlain like said, she said she ain't coming. She said she ain't what? Said she ain't coming. King hot. I don't know what she thinking. She done lost her mind. Lost her mind. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 13. Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner towards all that knew law and judgment.
Notice that the king always had these wise men and stuff. We read about it in Babylon, right? The wise men. The king always had these group of men that was there, these wise men, right? And when stuff happened, he would get consulted. What you guys think should happen, right? And he would ask them. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And the next unto him was Karshana, Shethar, Amatha, Tarshish, Marcina, and Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face and which sat at first in the kingdom.
So these sat first in the kingdom, and these ones that sees the king's face, right? Along with those eunuchs, of course. But these are the men right here, right? That rule in the kingdom with the man, right? Those eunuchs attend to the king. These ones here is what help him rule all these different provinces with the king. These are the men that he go to war with. These are the men that help him get his kingdom. These cats right here, right? The 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face, it says, and which sat the first in the kingdom.
Wow. Okay.
These are the first dude he set up. This was like Alexander. Alexander's his 4 general, right? Like those are the cats he grew up with, right?
Okay.
And the reason why Ptolemy is so kind of high on the board, Ptolemy was Alexander's personal bodyguard.
Okay.
Right? He took care of his bodyguard, right? So he gave him, well, they didn't give him, they decided to split it up after a while, right?
Okay.
They had, when Alexander died, they gave, the kingdom was turned over to, I think, his one of his uncles and his 4th son, right?
Okay.
Alexander the 4th. But the real power behind those 2 men was always the generals.
Okay. Okay.
All the generals, right? That's how it was at first in the Roman Empire.
Wow.
Right? In the Roman Empire, before they had a king, they had a senate, right? Then the senate would then send out what is called the legions. You had a general over the legions.
Okay.
Right? So they had different legions going all over the place, expanding the Roman Empire all over the place. Right? And then because of internal war, they're like, we need to have someone over this thing. Someone to go over it. But there's all kind of stuff going on in the kingdom where you had the rich represented, but then you didn't have the poor represented. So the rich take advantage of the poor. So you start to have the poor started to vote certain people in, a certain person who represent them in the Senate or in the front, right? And that, I think that person, if I remember correctly, he's what is called a tribune. When you look in the Roman movies, the emperor would talk to this guy. He would call him a tribune. Tribune, he's powerful, right? Because he speaks for the poor people. And you just can't dismiss what he's saying because he have the backing of the poor people, and they can mess around and vote you out. Right? Or get you moved out. Because he had the poor people, and he also has some of the Senate with him. He's a tribune. He has a lot of power. Right? So tribune had a lot of power in the Roman Empire when it comes to the Senate. Right? There are these other groups of people tuning in there that, because they wanted to have equal representation where things are done for each people or fractions in the Roman Empire. Like we see today, we have Democrats, Republicans, right? Supposed to be where the Democrats supposed to represent the poor, which they're not. Republicans for the rich, so on and so forth.
Two sides of the same coin.
2 sides, yeah. But that's not how it is. It's different. But they had another person who he had power, and he actually had to represent the poor. He had to get up in there and make sure their things are passed. That was his job. So when he gets in there, he starts to pull people from the center of this side, and he actually got stuff done. If he didn't get stuff done, he would have been out. Right? This is the history of Rome. We see it today, but it's different because of money. The tribune that they had up in there to do that, he couldn't take money. He must run it up in a coffin. The poor people wanted their stuff represented and passed.
Okay, I see that.
They ain't not playing either.
Right.
They wanted it done.
You think we're gonna allow you to be bought out?
They don't. That's how serious it was back then. That's how serious they wanted their stuff to represent them. Because like, no, you guys can't just be on the front just taking everything. We ain't doing that. Because we are the workers. If we don't work, your stuff don't get clean. Right? Your house don't get clean. This happen for you. Your clothes don't get washed. Stuff happen for you. Right? You just can't be working up like that. We want some stuff changes done. Like you did with you guys' contract. Get it better. Oh, that would have been happening back in the Roman Empire. That happened a long time ago.
Oh wow.
Because they was like, we'll quit. What y'all gonna do?
Right.
So the rich had to give them certain things because of what they was doing for the rich people. They had to give them certain things. And they did. You know what I'm saying? They were rich. They could do it. So they had someone up there to represent them for their laws and stuff. And that's what we need. That's what we need today. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that. So going back here, these are the kings. These are the 7 princesses of Persia and Media that saw the king's face. They were first in the kingdom, right? So we see right here, this is 7 princes of Media and Persia. This is just 7 of them. It came up to 120, right? Remember, we read earlier it was 127, right? This just says 7. We're missing what? 120. This is what we're missing. We're missing 120, right? Where does 120 come from? We need 120 more, right? We need to get the 100. We need to get this 120, right? And we need to come. We need to come to the book of Daniel. Let's start at Daniel first. Daniel chapter 6. Let's hold that. Let me open up another one because I want to keep the Esther open. Let me keep the Esther open. Right, we grab Daniel chapter 6, and we gonna get it. Daniel chapter 6, and then we start at verse 1. I'm not mistaken here. Let me read Daniel chapter 5, verse 30 and 31. Let's get that first. Daniel chapter 5, verse 30 and 31. Who got that?
So
Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 5, read starting from verse 30. And that night was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain.
Chaldean slain. Chaldeans is a word that means like witches, witchcraft.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Never knew
They're like
that.
soothsayers, like they into that magical. This is where Chaldeans come from.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Listen. These nations are all doing witchcraft.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
They're doing a bunch of witchcraft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one day when you was teaching a lesson and you was talking about the rituals that these nations be doing, I swear when I got home it popped up on my TV, like it went into detail what you was talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is how they just how they get in the power and stuff. They're doing witchcraft, and that's how you see that they're in power, because this witchcraft is definitely opposed to what God wants to happen, and what Satan wants to happen. Right? And it's all in worshiping Satan, right? So he has them things, right? But we know the person over the whole thing is the Most High.
Yeah.
But they're doing witchcraft, right? So those were slain in that night. That's the night when he got slain, right? When his kingdom fell, right? He's the king of the child. His father left him. His father of the real king. His father left him as king in Babylon, and his father went and he traveled down to Edom, which I'm still trying to get that piece, that puzzle together. His father goes down to Edom, and he goes down to Edom. He's worshiping the Edomite god, and I'm like, what? And that's where the puzzle ends for me. I'm trying to find more and find out why he goes down to Edom. He's worshiping the Edomite god. You know what I'm saying?
That's supposed to be the devil.
Who?
The Edomite God?
Of course, they're all devils. They're dealing with devils. All of it is a bunch of devils and demons. But his God, he said, tell him to go down and worship. I'm like, what? So he goes down there with his army, but he left some people back in Babylon, right? He left some people like in some army people, but the majority of armies with him That's why I kind of think Babylon fell, because the majority of the army is not at Babylon anymore.
Oh wow.
Right? They with the king, he going down to Edom. Right?
Wow.
And then so when the Persians and Mede attack, first of all, he drinking in the Most High's cup with the God wrote on the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your kid have been weighed, and you gone.
Right.
But he's doing all that. But that night, he was slain, right? Go ahead.
And what's that? Darius?
Darius,
the Median,
Uh-huh.
the kingdom, being about 62 years old.
60, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 60. He's 62. So Darius the Mede was 62 when he took the kingdom, took over Babylon, right? Took over Babylon at 62. People are saying that this is Cyrus. I don't know. I don't think it's Cyrus. Let's get chapter 6, verse 1. Right? Daniel chapter 6, verse 1. Who got that?
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 6 from the top. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 pieces.
120 princes.
Princes.
Remember, he had 7 at first in Esther.
Started with 7.
Those are the one that it says that was first in the kingdom right there. Right? They were first in the kingdom. Then he added, it says right here, it pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes. He added 120. Right? Go ahead.
Which should be over the whole kingdom.
Which should be over the whole kingdom. Right? So you have 127 princes that's over the whole kingdom. Started with 7, and he added 120. Now we have our number correct. 127, right? This is what he did. These are the people that managed the kingdom, because remember, it was from India to Ethiopia. That's large.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
127 provinces.
You're gonna need 127 princesses for that big empire. And within that empire, go ahead. Verse 2.
Verse 2. And over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first.
So, and over these 3 presidents, they had 3 presidents. You had these 27 princes, 3 presidents, right?
Wow.
And who Daniel was the first. Right. Go ahead.
That the princes might give a count unto them, and the king should have no damage.
No damage. So these 27 princesses, 127 princesses, got to report to these presidents, these 3 presidents. Right. The top president is Daniel.
Wow. I didn't know that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's how the affairs was operated. These 3 presidents were supposed to make everything run like a well-oiled machine.
Smooth.
Right? But these other 2 presidents, they're not before Daniel.
Right. Right.
Showing you how high Daniel is.
Right.
So Daniel is right up there next to the king.
The blessing coming.
Right there. This is where he was. Right? So this is Daniel. He is in his second kingdom, because he came into the Babylonian. Right? Under Nebuchadnezzar. And now he's in the Persian and Mede Empire. He's at the top. He was at the top of the Babylonian. Right? Next to the king. And he's still at the top here again.
Wow.
In the Persian and Mede Empire. I'm showing Daniel is still up there again. He's top 3. Man. Yeah. Different kingdom, different kind of structure. But Daniel still retained his title. Right? Verse 3.
Verse 3. Then this Daniel was preferred above the president and princes, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole realm.
See? King was going to put him over the entire realm. The reason why I'm bringing this out is to show you that you need to have people in strategic places, right? And when something go down, they can help their people, right? Because what they're doing now, they're trying to erase certain districts all across the United States where Black communities is, so we don't have representation any particular places.
Come.
Yes, sir.
And whatever election we just had, I heard some horror stories just about this because of the little changes that was made so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're losing some too, but they're winning some as well.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But their whole goal is to eliminate the representation that you don't have representation. Remember, I told you, Roman Empire,
Come.
they want to be represented. If you didn't, they're going to take you out.
Come.
They wasn't playing that. So you had to go do your job when you up there,
Right.
right?
Wow.
This is what they're trying to do. No one speaking for you, you're done. You know what I'm saying? So the king found out you had the excellent spirit in him, right? That's what I'm trying to say. When to whom much is given, much is required, right? And I'm showing you that the other nations can see when there's an excellent spirit in you based on how you operate and move, and they can recognize,
Wow.
and they can recognize who you are. Listen, and immediately the king, listen, it says right here, the king taught to set him over the whole realm. This is the exact same thing the king of Egypt did. He set Joseph over the entire land.
Sure did. Wow. Wow.
I'm showing you these people recognize there's something about us that they got it. He's saying, listen, this guy can run my entire kingdom, and I can get over here and chill and really just enjoy my king. Me being king, he gonna handle it. He's smart. He got it. Same thing he's saying about Daniel. Daniel got it. Daniel can run this whole thing.
Wow. Wow. Outstanding. Wow.
This is us. Even in Gentile kingdoms, the king wanted us at the top over the business. We're the salt. We're the one.
Wow.
And again, the other people in the kingdom, of course, they hot. They mad. Can they go say, he ain't Persian? He ain't one of us. He ain't Persian. He ain't no me. What you doing? The king is like, but y'all not like him. You ain't smart as him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do it like he do it.
He is a blessing.
He is it. And if they challenge Daniel, they're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? He's smarter than them. Quicker than them to it.
Wow.
When they test Daniel, they're gonna look bad. They're gonna say, well, we ain't finna test him because we know he gonna make us look bad. King gonna say, I told you. So I don't want to read them. I want to read down. They trying to find fault with Daniel when you read down and try to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to find fault with him. We could get back to this at another time. We're gonna cover this situation here with Daniel. But we're in Esther. We just want to get how we got to 127 provinces, right? And we got that. Let's go back to Esther chapter 1. And I think we're in verse 15 now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think we're in verse 15. He just named all the 7 princesses who was first in the kingdom, right? All right, go ahead.
Esther chapter 1, verse 15.
Right.
What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law, because she hath not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains?
Yeah, so she refusing the king's commandment. So they said, we're going to do to Vashti. No, remember, now Vashti is the daughter of a king, right? That's what kings does. They would marry another king's daughter.
Right.
Solomon was doing it, right? He's all over there.
Right.
Kings do that because he makes an alliance with that other kingdom, right? I have to go over there and fight you.
Right.
I have your daughter.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you ain't going to pay any taxes.
Right. Right.
And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're going to submit and pay something up over here.
Right. Right.
But the king, the reason why the king would agree to this, if his daughter is married to the king over there, that means he ain't going to attack us and wipe us out. But we have to agree to pay him taxes and give him our daughter. Any king would agree to that versus being what? Wiped out.
Wiped out.
Right? It's a good trade. Yes, sir.
So how is that money moving today? Because we still see money being moved around. America gives Israel 13 billion.
Yeah, that's what America has been scammed into.
Wow.
They've been scammed into that. Right?
Hate that white
The
Jesus.
scam is you have a contract with these people to print your money.
That's the Federal Reserve.
That's
oh,
y'all
wow.
Jews.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
There's a contract for them. But when the contract is up, it was up plenty of times, and certain president wasn't gonna renew the contract.
Right.
But they assassinated that president,
Right.
and the next one that they put in, he renewed the contract.
Okay.
It happened over the history of American history, right?
Come.
One time they would shoot one dude and the gun didn't go off. I think he
Mhm.
shot twice and the gun didn't go off because he wasn't going to renew the contract, right?
Okay.
This is how they have the hold over these countries because they want to be able to print the money. And these people is able to lend money to countries. That's how rich they are. They can
Right.
lend money to countries.
Right.
Right? If I have 13 billion,
Right.
I can lend money to a country, right?
Right.
A country can use 13 billion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Development.
Right. I'm not lending you millions. I'm lending you billions.
Right.
I can support your country, right?
Come.
So America got so much money, it's sending them billions of dollars a year.
Wow.
And then they're still getting money from taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Income taxes unlawful.
Right. Yeah, I heard the federal tax.
That's another scam that they did over there on Jekyll Island. You ain't supposed to be paying no income taxes. It's illegal. You already we pay tax. We have normal regular taxes to fix the roads and to pay the people in the office.
Mm-hmm.
That come out your check anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Look in your check. There's other stuff coming up out of there you might not even know nothing about.
Oh yeah, we see that. Chunk after chunk.
Chunk after chunk. And if you in your union, they taking money out too for you get union dues that's coming up out of there. Right? And then the union they're not even really doing their job. Right? But unions come from all the way back to the Roman Empire.
Wow. Okay.
That's where that union dude,
Right.
right?
Right.
That tribune, that's who that top of that dude is.
Wow.
He's supposed to make sure your stuff represented and get you a higher raise. And if he don't do his job, he gone. They're like, no, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't get a raise. You didn't do your job. No, we don't want to hear no excuses. You supposed to get it done.
Right.
That's how it was back in Roman Empire. They don't want no excuses. If we vote you in,
Right.
because you're saying if you vote me in,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it done.
Right.
We say you gonna get it done? Yes. We vote you in there.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't come with that. I didn't get it done. Don't work like that.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Back to the end of the line.
Move. Hey, sometimes move meaning in a casket.
You're
If you
right.
serious about getting their raise,
Right. They throw them
they
apart.
ain't playing.
Come on.
They serious about getting their stuff.
Come on.
That's what that stuff is today. That's what I'm saying, man. Today, man, that stuff is a scam, bro. Because
Yeah.
people are not giving these people
Right.
that's in the union what they're supposed to be giving them, and they getting paid big money out your check.
Yeah. Union reps, they get paid big.
Big money. And they not doing their job.
Right. The president is rolling around in limos and stuff.
They can't listen, they can't even get a 3% raise. You ain't doing your job.
Right.
3%, you can't get 3% raise?
Disrespectful.
You can't do that. You ain't supposed to be up there.
Right.
We ain't talking about 25%.
Right.
3%, you can't get that.
Right.
Come on, man. Unions is a scam, bro, but I
Yes,
guess
it is.
sometimes you need to have them, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
All right, let's go back here to Esther.
Verse 16. And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti, the queen, hath not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princesses and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus.
Yeah, she said he ain't just heard you. He heard the princess. He heard everybody in the kingdom. That's what she done. Go ahead.
For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husband in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not.
Yeah. They're going to say, well, if Vashti didn't follow the king orders, I ain't got to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? The queen didn't listen to the king, so I ain't listen to you. So he like, man, she gonna start something that's gonna cause a ripple effect throughout the entire kingdom into marriages. Women gonna start rebelling against their husband. We gotta do something with her quick. Check her right quick. Let it be known, women, y'all can't be doing that. Your husband asks you to come, you need to come. You can't tell your husband you ain't coming. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia be and Media say this day unto all the king's princes which have heard of the deed of the queen, thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath.
Yeah, you gotta put a stop to that. I know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, I'm still trying to figure out like why she didn't come. You know what I'm saying? The king asked you to come, like you should have came.
Well, too much wine.
Maybe she had a spirit on her.
Wine and spirit.
Well, for me, it shows me she don't fear the king. Right? You forgetting who this man is. Right? You kind of forget who your place is. You the queen, and this is the king. Right? I don't get wine or not. When it comes to your life, what he can do to you, you snap out of it quick, right?
That's when you ruined my eyes, bro. Yeah.
I mean, if the king can kill you, hey.
You gotta be on your P's and Q's around the king.
I'm thinking she's saying, my father king. You know what I'm saying? But your father can't beat him.
Wow.
He have 127 provinces, right? He's from India to Ethiopia. Your father don't have nothing to near that. Your father can't help you. But some people are still like, oh, I'm not going. All right, cool, don't go. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written amongst the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it will not be altered.
That it be not altered, right? So once the king writes a commandment, it can't be changed. Once you write it, it's changed. The only thing he can do is write another commandment, try to make something. But the one that he wrote, that's final.
Set in stone.
Set in stone. Right? That it be not altered. Go ahead.
That Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
Right. So he's gonna take her house from her living from her, and give it to somebody else. Right? And she can't come no more before the king. You can't see the king face no more. Right? Again, I read this and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with her.
She's losing it. Tripping.
She did.
The only thing that make any sense to me here is I would say that the Most High working behind the scenes somewhere. I'm thinking something like that effect. I'm trying to get Esther in there somewhere. I don't know. He sees something coming in the future. He's moving pieces. You know what I'm saying? Moving back. Doesn't don't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Moving her out the way. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And when the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small.
Go ahead.
21. And the saying pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Memucan.
Yeah.
Memucan.
Right. So he's one of the wise men he asked, and he said, yeah, do this. So the king said, we're gonna do that. That sounds good. Go ahead.
Verse 22. For he sent letters into all the king's provinces, into every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language, that every man should bear rule in his own house, and that it shall be published according to the language of every people.
Right? Every people. From India to Ethiopia, everything was put in their language. Notice, they was not forcing their language on the other people.
Okay.
Right? We're gonna print it up in your language. You can understand. I'm not forcing you to, right?
Right.
This is the Persian and Mede Empire. right?
Mhm.
Even though you have certain countries, like you have certain kings. See, this king right here, he's cool, but the kings after him, the people didn't like them.
Mhm.
The mother king, they didn't like them,
Mhm.
right? The Egyptians didn't like these latter kings, these Darius, they didn't like them,
Ooh.
right?
Okay.
But they must have probably pushed their language on the people.
Mm.
You have to learn the Persian and Mede language. The same thing with Alexander.
Okay.
Alexander did the same thing as well.
Mm.
You know, Alexander married a Persian woman. We don't know that.
Come.
He's generous. He's generous too,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
He wanted everybody to speak Greek. That's why it was the lingua franca.
Okay.
Even in the Roman Empire, Greek was the lingua franca. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why people are arguing how the New Testament was written in Greek, but it wasn't. It was written in Hebrew first, then in Greek. But the Greek preserved a lot of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's the lingua
Franca. Huh.
of the time.
That means common language.
Yeah, it's the dominant language of discourse. If you want to do business and anything like that,
You have
that's the language you need to know.
Okay.
But that's the language of the educated people, the
Okay.
business where the money and stuff would flow. You need to know that if you want to have some kind of position in the world,
Mhm.
that's the lingua franca. You know what I'm saying? You have to know that. In this country right here, if you don't know English, you ain't gonna get too far.
Come.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
You need to know that.
Come.
Cause that's just at the top
Mhm.
and stuff, right?
Wow.
And also, I didn't even know that. You know, Alexander, he didn't believe that Philip was his father.
Wow.
His mom told him that he came to immaculate conception, and that Zeus threw a thunderbolt into her womb
Wow.
and had him.
Mm.
So he didn't look at Philip like you ain't my father. He think he's actually the father is Zeus.
He think he's a demigod.
He think he's a demigod, right? This would make sense. Remember, I was telling you how when he's fighting Darius the third,
Mhm.
and Darius had his whole family out there and everything.
Yes.
But Darius is on above. He got to go up,
Come.
right? And his men are telling him, man, they got the advantage. We got to go up.
Right.
And he was like, let's go. We can do this.
Right.
Now it makes sense. He thinking, wait, Zeus is my father.
Right. Right. Zeus is gonna fight
Zeus
the
is
war
gonna fight
for
for
us.
And then he wins, and he like, see, told you,
Mm-hmm.
told you.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, maybe Zeus is your father. Maybe Zeus is your father. You know what I'm saying? Because you should have won, period. You's outnumbered. You still do one. You do one. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Wow. Let that swim in your head for a minute.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Let's continue. Esther chapter 2,
Come.
from the verse 1.
Esther chapter 2 from the top. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done and what was decreed against her.
Go ahead.
Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, let there be fair.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. I'm not sharing this thing, right?
Oh wow, how did you know that?
Because I'm looking, I don't see the stuff up there. Anyway, I caught it.
Okay.
We're not sharing
Okay.
it. All right, go ahead, brother.
You want me to start over?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start chapter 2 over. Esther chapter 2 from the top. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what was decreed against her.
Go ahead.
Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, let there be a fair young virgin sought for the king.
So they telling you should get some fair young virgins, man. Since you moving Vashti out the way, you need someone to replace her. So get some fair young virgins sought for the king. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And let the king appoint officers in all the province of his kingdom, that they may gather together all the fair young virgins unto Shushan the palace, to the house of the women, unto the custody of Hedge the king's chamberlains, keeper of the women, and let their things of purification be given them.
Right? So all the virgins they gotta come, right? And it comes to Hiji, the king's chamberlain or the king's eunuch, right?
Come.
Anyone over the women, they have to be a eunuch.
Come.
You can't be around all these virgins and you're a
Right.
eunuch. That's
Right.
not from the word.
Right.
You can mess around and sleep with one of them.
Right. And then it's all
These are young, fine, fair virgins.
Right. Persians.
These are virgins throughout the entire province.
Wow.
I mean, these are the finest virgins
Wow.
in the entire empire, right? Notice, every family that have a fine virgin is going to send her.
Right.
Because you finna take Vesti place. Let's go.
Right. Quick.
They're going to
Pack
clean
her
her up,
pack
straighten her up.
her.
Like, yeah, listen, we need to go ahead and win.
Uh,
So they all getting ready to go, right?
uh,
So you come into the house of the women, right? To Heji, he's a keeper of the women,
mm-hmm.
and let their things of purification be given to them. So everything that the women need to get themselves purified and look as beauty as they can, they're gonna get all of that stuff supplied for them, right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. And let the maiden which pleaseth the king be queen instead of Vashti, and the thing pleased the king, and he did so.
I do it fuck with it, bro.
Nah,
So and let the maiden that pleased the king be queen instead of Vashti. So they're all fighting to take Vashti's place. The one that pleased the king. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Now in Shushan, the palace, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair,
Jair,
the son of Shimei, the son of Kish, a Benjamite.
Right. So he's kind of like in line with Saul's family, right?
Okay.
Saul's tribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. Who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity which had been carried away with Jochanai, king of Judea,
King of Judah.
whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away.
So we see how that happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
He first went into the Babylonian captivity. And then when the Persian and Mede took over, now he's in the Persian and Mede captivity, right? But he was taken to Babylon. So at some point, he was removed from Babylon and taken to Shushan, the palace, right? That's in the Persian and Mede province, away from Babylon, right? So you had another king that reigned over Babylon. That reigned over Babylon, which, as I understand it, that's Cyrus. That is Cyrus, right? This king right here, he put Cyrus over Babylon. Right? He put Cyrus over Babylon. Right? And then when he dies, now Cyrus is the king,
Right.
the top king over the empire.
Okay.
Right? And then Cyrus, what he does, he sends some of the Israelites home.
Okay.
Right? He's the one that send from the Babylonian captivity. He's sending the Israelites home. Right? Send them back to go build the temple. To go build a temple. So Cyrus in Babylon would be familiar with who? Daniel. Would he not? You familiar with Daniel and Daniel's God?
Right.
Because that's what he says. He says, the God in heaven, the Jews, right, have commissioned me to build him a temple, he says, in Jerusalem.
Wow.
And he sends all the vessels and all that stuff and everything that they need. But how is he familiar with the God of the Israelites if it ain't through some Israelites? It would have been Daniel. That would make complete. Remember, Daniel, one of the top 3 presidents. He's the top of the 3 presidents.
Right.
So he would know about Daniel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this man right here we're reading about right now, this man right here, Azura's, his cupbearer is Nehemiah.
Wow. Okay.
His cupbearer is Nehemiah. The cupbearer is right.
Come. Yeah, he drinks from the king's cup to make sure it's not poison.
Yes, you drink it first, right?
Wow.
So this king is what he sent, gave Nehemiah the decree to go build Jerusalem. So he goes back and Nehemiah comes, he built Jerusalem. Because he came to the temple without having Jerusalem built first.
Right.
So Nehemiah comes and built Jerusalem first.
Right.
Then come Ezra after him. They come Zerubbabel
Come.
after him. And he comes and him and Nehemiah help build the foundation of the temple, and Zerubbabel finished the temple. Because Nehemiah being the cupbearer has to go back.
Right, because he can't have
He
nobody.
can't be too long
Right,
away from the
right.
king. He's the king cupbearer,
Come.
right? He got to go back. So
That's
he's there for a little bit.
job.
Serious job. Come.
Come.
Go ahead.
We have verse 7.
Come.
Verse 7. And he brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter.
So Esther is his uncle's daughter. You understand what we're dealing with here? Mordecai brought up his uncle's daughter.
Oh, wow.
That's his father's brother's daughter.
Wow.
Because that's not his direct daughter.
Right.
That's his father's brother's daughter.
Okay.
Right? We clear. Go ahead.
For she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair and beautiful, whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter.
Right? So that means Mordecai's brother died, and his wife died.
Right.
And then he took his niece.
Come.
Right?
Come.
That would be his niece?
His niece, yeah.
That would be his niece. Look,
Raised her up.
yeah, okay, that would be his niece. Took his niece. Right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 8.
No, I forgot the last part. He says, and he took her, he said, and took her for his own daughter.
Come.
For his own daughter.
Come.
Right?
Come.
So that means Esther would be called the daughter of Mordecai, even though she is not the daughter of Mordecai. Not the daughter of Mordecai. Right? This goes back to explain what Abraham is saying.
Okay.
When Abraham says about Sarah, since Sarah is my sister, he said she's the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
He says, and she became my wife, he's saying. So how does it make, so we know you can't marry your father's daughter.
Right.
That's against the Torah.
Right.
Is it not?
Yeah.
And God said that Abraham kept my Torah.
Come.
Right?
Come.
So that's why the clarity comes in when we read Jasher. Jasher tell you that Sarah is actually the daughter of Hanan.
Right.
Right? Abraham's brother.
Right.
And when he died, then
Abraham
father adopted her as his own daughter, as we see Mordecai doing here when her parents died.
Okay.
Right? So when Abraham is saying she is the daughter of my father, he's talking about my father adopted her as his daughter.
Right.
That isn't his biological daughter. He adopted them as his daughter.
Right.
That would be Abraham's niece.
Right.
Right? That would be his brother's daughter. Right? I'm showing you that that's how it makes sense. So we can understand that these things happen. So I'm not crazy when I'm saying that Abraham's father adopted his son's daughter when he died. Yes, sir.
Would that be his cousin? Abraham's cousin?
That'll be his cousin. Come.
Yeah. Okay.
What did I say?
You said niece.
Oh, correct. Thank for the correction, brother. That would be his cousin. That would be his cousin. And Abraham would be
Noah's nephew.
huh?
Be his nephew, right?
No, that would be her father's brother, her uncle. Right? That's her father's brother.
Well, Abraham's father, his brother is Anan is the Sarah's
Father.
biological father, right?
Correct.
Okay. So Abraham would be his nephew, right?
Would be her uncle. That's her father's brother.
So
Her
Abraham,
father is Hanan,
Anan.
and his brother is Abraham.
Okay, so that would be his niece, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. It would be his niece. Yeah.
So her non-kids is Lot.
Yeah, it'd be his niece. Yeah, no, we're right. Don't know his niece. Yeah, go ahead.
What's his name? Alon? Alon kids would be Lot.
Nah, that's Abraham's nephew.
No, you correct. Hanan kids would be Lot. Lot and Sarah. Come, it's correct.
So
But they sisters, because Lot and
Yeah.
Sarah are sisters, brothers and sisters.
oh
So
yeah,
their father would be
so Lot is Sarah's brother.
we say Haran. You saying it wrong, it's Haran. Haran. Yes, sir.
So that'd be his brother. I mean, his Sarah be their niece and their aunt then, right?
Yes,
Okay.
come. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's no law against you marrying your niece.
Right.
Yeah. I looked too.
Right.
I was looking in Leviticus and I was trying to see if there was one there against it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's how I know what Abraham is saying. That's I had to correct these Kemet people.
Okay.
And they were trying to say how that Abraham married his sister, and I had to go through and show them
Right. Yeah.
and show them.
Right.
And then this one verse that I'll pull this verse right here to show you that a man can take his father's brother's daughter, and that would be called his daughter, even though that is biological daughter,
Right.
according to the text. And that's how Abraham is explaining that she's the daughter of my father, not biological, but to adoption.
Right.
So we can get it clear. So once I showed them that, then they had to get quiet. See, these guys don't know the Bible. They read commentaries here and stuff here and there, but as far as the internal studies of it,
Right.
they don't know it.
Right. Well, that
Don't know.
takes time to build.
That takes time to build. There you go.
Yeah, that's not a day in a
That
park.
takes time to build and paying attention to detail.
Calm.
And that's how they get corrected very easy, and they have to be quiet because they don't know what they're talking about.
And that's why Deacon say you know your stuff.
Yeah.
He right. And he knew that a long time ago though.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. So it came to pass when the king's commandments and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan the palace to the custody of Hegai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house to the custody of Hegai, keeper of the women.
So Esther come up. So Esther is competing with a whole bunch of other women, right? Virgins, right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him, and he speedily gave her things for purification, with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens, which were meet to be given her out of the king's house, and he preferred her and her maidens unto the best place of the house of the women.
So he when he saw Esther, he was like, oh man, he like Esther quick.
Wow.
Esther must have been bad, you know.
Man.
100 piece, you know what I'm saying? 100 piece. Yeah, 100 piece. Benjamite. Let's get it clear. Benjamite, right?
So she beat out the Ethiopians, the Persians, the
Well, she's going to. We're gonna read it. I'm saying
okay.
Benjamite. I'm reading it to let you know if you was to compare our women to the rest of them, that ain't gonna close.
Oh wow.
You see like he This man just came across Esther. He immediately didn't like her, and then he gave her 7 other maidens to serve her. Wow. So she had servants. Right. And he put her in the best place in the women's house.
Wow.
Immediately, like, oh yeah.
Wow.
Over here. In your virgins. And it's still this way to this day. I want to be clear. It's still this way to this day. This country don't want to show our good-looking women. They want to put the bad ones out there and the ones that's out of shape. They don't want to put the actual or attractive women on screen like that. They don't want to do that because they know what it is. They'll mess around and lose their man. That's what happened to them. They do that. They have problems. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Esther had not shewed her people, nor her kindred, for Mordecai had charged her with she could not shew it.
That she should not show it. So Mordecai told her, don't tell you an Israelite. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 11, and Mordecai walked every day before the court of the women's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her.
Right. I don't like using that term Jew. Saying when I see Jew in the Bible, it's Israelite to me. Not using them. No, we're not Jews. We're Israelites. God changed Jacob's name
To
Israel. He didn't change it to Jew. That's not what he did. We're Israelites. And that's the reason why them people over there don't call themselves that. They say Israeli. That E at the end is like. We're Israeli. We are like the Israelites. That's why they say, we are Jewish. We are like the Jew. But we are not Jew. Jew is a term that you can convert to. Right? Jew is it's a religion.
Judaism.
Jew is a religion.
Judaism.
Or Judaism. That's where Judaism comes from the Jews. Judaism, right? But we're not that. We're Israelites. We're not Jewish.
So, but they said that Jew is short for Judah.
No, Jew isn't short for Judah. Let them fool you with that nonsense.
Right, how you get a W for a D?
If Jew is short for Judah, then when you say Jew, you're talking about one tribe. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
But they use the term as a blanket statement.
For all 12.
For all 12 tribes. So it couldn't be short for Judah. It wouldn't make any sense to make it a blanket statement because we all don't come out of Judah. It wouldn't make no sense.
Maybe just because he's the top tribe?
No.
I wouldn't say
No,
that.
it's because
He's the top tribe, but still we don't come out of Judah. Right? So we all can't be if Jews start for Judah, it doesn't make sense.
no, it's the other one where it said that it springs out of the waters of Judah.
Mistranslation. The mistranslation. Did you know there's about 10 or 20% of the Bible that they don't know what it is saying? See, they don't know this kind of stuff. I read this stuff up and I know it. There's 10 to 20% of that Hebrew, they don't know what it is saying. It's confused. That's why you read certain parts in the Bible and it doesn't make sense to you. They're trying to make sense of what they're reading because it doesn't make sense to them. That's why he read what he did just now. At the waters of Judah, that don't make no sense. We don't come out of the waters of Judah. Do we? Of course we don't.
We know that water is
Judah's the firstborn son. So we come out of the firstborn son, which wouldn't make any sense.
No, he wasn't.
It would make more sense if it's the firstborn son. That'd be more
right, Reuben.
that would make more sense. He's the fourthborn son. We don't come out of him. Right, what I'm saying, people will read what your Bible quoted right there, and they actually think that that's what it actually says in Hebrew. No, that's not what it says in actual Hebrew. They really don't know what it says, but that's the best that they can come up with. Listen, and these things are all over the Bible, and the only way you pick up on it, unless the Holy Spirit is letting you know, that's wrong. That can't be saying that. Because if it does, how does it fit with the rest of the text? It doesn't.
You're not in harmony.
You're not in harmony no more. That's how you know it's wrong. But again, they still lost in about 10, 20% of it. They do not know what it is saying. They lost. You know what I know what it's saying? It is because it's spoken by black people. But like out today, they don't know stuff that we be saying. We say certain things and they lost. When we said holla back, they don't they were lost. Holla what? They think we literally meant scream at someone back. That's not what we were saying. Yes, sir.
I seen a clip from Airplane. And this white lady stood up and said, I speak jive. Let me see what he said. I knew you was gonna know what that was. That's why I started laughing.
She started talking like a mother. No, blood. Speaking on blood. Oh, yeah, all right, blood.
Yeah.
Remember that came out in early, what? The early 80s, early 70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. The Bible is written by black a black man, black people. But Hebrew is like slang, like we're talking today. That's the reason why in certain things they don't know what it is saying because it's full of what they would term as an idiom. It's an idiom to them, right? It's a saying that they don't know what it means. Like we say holla back. Right. The people that don't know what we're saying to them, it's an idiom.
Right.
They don't know what it means, so they try to get to the bottom of what does that mean.
Right.
What does that talk to the hand mean? They don't know what that means.
Right. Right.
These things are in the Hebrew text itself, and that's why they don't know what it means because it's say a certain. If they translated verbatim, it would make sense.
Right. Right.
Talk to the hand. Like talk. Who would know what talk to the hand means?
Right.
You saw it in the text, you'd be like, talk to the hand. What? That's what it says? That's what it says. Talk to the hand.
You're gonna think of a puppet or something.
You know, that's right.
Right.
The only way you know, you got to get to the culture.
Right.
The culture of the people.
Right.
And look at how they're using it. You can say, oh, that's what they're saying.
Right. Oh, I'm not hearing you. Oh, okay, I got
That's
you.
what they're saying. And listen, and the reason why they can't translate it correctly is because they don't know the culture of the people. That's why they're not the Israelites. Because if they were, they would know the culture and know what these idioms are saying in the text and can translate it for you accurately into English. They can't. They don't know what it is saying.
And it's only by the Spirit that we can look and recognize that that's us. That we do that.
They was lost in the Hebrew term afilo. They didn't know what they were like. Afilo. What is afilo? Afilo is talking about when the grain is right, but you don't know the term. You don't know the culture of the term or how they use the word. You lost. So when they saw afilo, they say afilo and they say green ears. They translate the Bible as green ears because they don't know the term that comes from grain. What they're saying it's ripe.
Yeah, fully right.
Yeah, but they say it's green. Well, after you look, the green ears is what we think it's saying. And so you see it in the scriptures, green ears. And people think, well, yeah, brother, the barley he's got to be green. That's why you know it's ripe. It's green. Oh, not what they're saying.
Right. That's good the way Jesus explains.
Just when he explained it in Mark, when I showed it, that's what he does. That's the only way you would get it. You have to get more into the Bible and find out how is it used later on. That's what they're saying. Which only makes sense because the text above it says, when the hail hit it, it broke. So it couldn't be green, it bent and came back up.
Right. That's good. See?
See?
Look how long you have to be in to figure that out, pay attention to all of that. That's good. Yeah.
Have to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Come.
And it reads, then thus came every maiden unto the king, whatsoever she desired was given her to go with her out of the house of the woman unto the king's house.
Right, so now they all get whatever's given to her to make herself look the best that she can, because she got now coming before the king. Right? Go ahead.
In the evening, she went, and on the morrow she returned into the second house of the women.
So the women got two houses. She went to the second house. Go ahead.
To the custody of Shashag, the king's chamberlain, which kept the concubines.
Which kept the who?
Concubines.
Kept the concubines. So listen, the king had concubines. Let's be clear. He had a wife, and then he had concubines.
Wow.
Right?
Right.
Again, we're talking about this is Gentile custom. Let me be clear. It's not Israelite custom. This is Gentile custom. King can't have concubines. Christ said, I need a book chapter verse. Christ's gonna have a concubine. I never read it. I ain't never read it at all. Go ahead.
She came in unto the king no more, except the king delighted in her, and that she were called by name.
Right? So when they come before the king, they didn't come no more before the king unless the king called them by name.
Mm.
Meaning he had a delight in you,
Mhm.
and he will call you by name. And when you come, and if I remember correctly,
Wow.
before you come before the king, he had to stick out his staff.
Oh wow.
If
Yeah.
he don't do that, you gonna die.
Wow.
He got to
Wow.
stick his staff out, then you can approach.
Wow.
You do that before it approaches.
Wow.
Yeah, because there was a man standing there who was gonna kill you. One of the guards was there. He had chopped you up quick. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Now, when the turn of Esther, the daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had taken her for his daughter, was come to go in unto the king, she required nothing but what he Haggai, the king's chamberlain, the keeper of the women, appointed. And Esther obtained favor in the sight of all of them that looked upon her.
I mean, she beat all the rest of the
Wow.
women out.
Wow.
Looked better than all of them.
Man, we know she was bad. Wow.
Again, I want to be clear. People don't understand the magnitude. We're talking about from India to Ethiopia.
Wow.
She beat all of them.
Mm.
India to Ethiopia.
Man. What does that look like? Wow. Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Well, that's going back what from Middle East to Far East.
This from east to west.
Go back. Wow.
But in India's west.
No, India's east. All
They
the way
both
to
east.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Went all to the west. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Ethiopia is in Africa, but if you're all the way in India so far, you come in, that'd be far west. You know what I'm saying? That's a ridiculous area, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous area.
Mm-hmm.
You can't if she beat all them, come on, man.
Man.
Come on, man. Listen, that's kind of talking about the Miss Universe pageant.
Yes.
Thing we
Definitely.
talking about.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is our Miss Universe pageant right here in Esther. Esther done killed them. Gone. Right?
Because I done seen Ethiopians flying so far. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's wow.
See, Miss Universe started at the low level, right? She would win the city, then she'd be win the state, right? Then she probably win her country. Then she could represent her country.
Right, okay.
Right?
Okay,
So the best from the city,
right,
the best from the state, and the best from the entire country.
Wow.
And then they represent the country. Then you have the Miss Universe
That's
thing.
the big one.
That's the big one.
Wow.
The top, right? So this is the entire kingdom. This is what she's doing. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 16. So Esther was taken unto King Ahasuerus into his house, loyal in the 10th month. I'm sorry, royal in the 10th month, which is the month of Tebeth, in the 17th year of his reign.
Seventh
Year of his reign.
7th year of his reign, right? So we started off in the 3rd year of his reign, right? So the 3rd year of his reign, Vesti started tripping. She like, okay, we got some, move her out the way, right? Move her out. So she moved out the way sometime in the 3rd.
Okay.
So then they sent all the people out, right? And they got the virgins. So that takes some time, right? We're talking about from India to Ethiopia. It'll take some while to gather all these virgins. So let's say that take about a year.
Okay.
That's the entire 4th year.
Okay.
So now the women come in the 5th year,
Okay.
right? So they come in here in the 7th. So you have the 5 and the 6th year. These virgins are getting ready.
Okay.
Preparing themselves.
Right.
Making themselves beauty, right? So they have time to fast, pray,
Right.
get themselves looking the best,
Right.
get their skin ready, everything.
Right.
They got 2 years to do that.
Right.
Then in the 7th year, they now come before the king. So they have no excuse. You got 2 years, you got the best of everything. Make yourself look the best.
Right.
Right?
Wow. Wow.
And I think Esther looked the best because, for one, Esther diet. What she
fasting and praying.
she eating,
Okay.
what she eating It's made she got no acne, no nothing. Her
Okay.
computer beauty came out in what she's eating.
Right, she glowing basically.
She's glowing. That's what Daniel was eating, we read, right?
Yeah.
He only ate the beans, the
Right.
lentils,
Right.
right, and water. He said, just give me water and the beans,
Right.
right?
Right.
That's all I need. While the mother was eating all the king's meat
Meats and
all that.
pimples. And,
Yeah, they probably gave it for the king looking bad,
Yeah.
get messed up.
Yeah.
While Daniel's skin looking healthy and fresh and clean, he came like, man, these guys look, yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying?
Con.
No, I ain't no perfect. I ain't how it's supposed to look.
You're not Persian.
Yeah.
Con.
But this again shows what women need to do,
Con.
right? That's what they need to do.
Con.
Get your diet correct so you can look your best.
Right.
It ain't about eating whatever you want to eat. That's not how stuff
Right.
goes.
Right. And they love their shrimp though. What's up?
Yeah, but you're supposed to be looking your best as a woman. So you eating now because eating the right thing is healthy for you at the same time.
Good,
That
right.
stuff you eating that you like to eat is bad for you,
Right.
right? Then it mess up your beauty and everything else. It's
Mhm.
all around bad, bad, bad. This stuff right here is healthy, healthy, healthy for you. If you know how to cook it, it tastes good too.
Was that lentils or was that a bean?
Look where
The red pottage that they eat in here. This is a lentils or a bean?
it's like a lentil, but it's the lentil is a bean. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
So beans are good for you?
definitely.
Okay.
That was what Jacob was cooking when Esau said, "Give me some of that red pottage,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Oh,
A red lentil bean.
Okay.
It's red. It's a little small
yeah.
red beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Back in the, I had my wife cook that. When I said, "Then you," she said, "Yeah, I'm gonna cook that."
Mhm.
I said, "Yeah, because that's what." Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I read it, I had my wife implement it into the diet immediately,
Okay.
right? Because it's good for me and for her.
Come.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
That's how it's supposed to be when two people are in the scriptures. As you read it, you implement what you're reading into your marriage to make it better.
Come.
See what I'm saying?
Come.
That's how it's supposed to go. All right, go ahead.
I'm at verse
17.
17. And the king loved Esther above all the women.
Wait, he did what?
He loved Esther above all the women.
Loved her above all the women. Go ahead.
And she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he set the royal crown upon her head.
Hold up.
Oh.
What? Go ahead.
And made her queen instead of Vashti.
He did it right on the spot.
Wow. Like you the one. Wow.
Now we know the Most High is in here. We ain't for never negate the
Come
Most High. We know the
on.
Most High is in there.
He
You know what
gave
I'm
her the
saying?
wisdom to eat the lentils.
We know the Most High is in there, but this is a remarkable feat. Let's just be clear. Right? It isn't mentioned how many women she beat out, but she beat out a lot of women. I'm sure it's more that's in Miss Universe pageant she don't beat out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because who wouldn't want their daughter to have a chance to be queen?
Bro.
Man, you finna send everybody, you know, as much as you know, right? Get a chance.
Come.
Every young virgin, go.
Come.
Go. 'Cause even if you don't make it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get to experience what it is to live in the palace next to the king,
Mm-hmm.
right? You experience something you would never experience in your entire life.
Wow.
So even if you don't make it and come back, you can experience. You can remember for the rest of your life. Hey, I lived a lifestyle that I would have never lived, right? And it's she lived it for 2 years.
Okay.
The 5th year and
Right.
the 6th year. Then she
Right.
came in the 7th. So for 2 years she lived just like a queen,
Wow.
being pampered with servants
Wow.
and everything else.
Drinking out of cold cups.
You can't beat that, right? Can't beat that.
Wow.
It's worth the shot, right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. Then the king made a great feast unto all his princes and his servants, even Esther's feast.
And that's what he called it, right? Esther's feast. Go ahead.
And he made a release to the province and gave gifts according to the state of the king.
Look at that.
Mm.
He gave gifts and he paid for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
they're not doing these things.
Mhm.
It's right here in the scriptures. What if you over a nation or a king, these are the things that you need to be doing, right? And then you're not gonna have rebellion like that in your kingdom. They're not gonna rebel against you. Like, man, dude, be hooking us up,
Mhm.
giving us gifts and all that. And
Mhm.
we ain't rebelling against him. We like him.
Right.
We want him to continue to reign.
Think
You know what I'm
about that. A gift from the king.
From the- I don't know how these people don't see these things and we repeat these things when they're ruling.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Huh.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. And when the virgins were gathered together the second time, then Mordecai sat in the king's gate.
Right? So Mordecai sat in the king's gate, right?
Mhm.
He's a servitor, he's an attendant, right? Go ahead.
Verse 20. Esther had not yet shewed her kindred nor her people as Mordecai had charged her. For Esther did the commandments of Mordecai like as when she was brought up with him.
Right. So she followed him when she was brought up by him and she obeyed his commandment. And I guess for whatever reason, he told her not to tell them that you are an Israelite.
Wow.
Right? So I'm thinking maybe these other virgins was telling their nation where they were from. Right? I'm Ethiopian, I'm Indian, and I'm Esther was like, I'm not saying what you know what I'm saying, where I'm from. Right? The king was like, yeah, and that's not mandatory that I know what nation you're from. You look too good. That's not important right now.
For you, we can skip that.
Yeah, let's skip
Flew out of heaven, huh?
Yeah. Because remember in the Miss Universe pageant, they all say what nation they're from, right?
Right. Yes, that's true. That's one of the
One of the
requisites.
And she was that bad, you got a pass for not to say. And this was the same one that the wife wouldn't come to him, he had to divorce her.
Yes.
She was
Got rid
bad.
of her.
She was triple bad.
She tripping, man. But Vesti look good too, but she tripping. She don't. That's why when I read them, I'm thinking like, what is wrong with her?
My father.
Like, why would you just show up? You tripping. Look what you lost.
She probably used to talk back to her father.
Yeah,
He a king.
something ain't adding up right there.
Yeah.
Something
I
ain't
think
adding up.
another woman pumped in her ear probably.
Huh?
You off this wine? We doing our girl thing. He could wait or.
Oh,
You see that? Yeah. See that?
Auntie, we could give it a minute. We'll be there. Ain't like you're not going.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a queen of this. They already got their party going.
Wow.
That's probably kind of what like happened.
Wow.
You get bad advice.
Come on, that's bad.
Yeah,
advice.
you get bad advice.
Instead of them having the wise man, she had the dumb women. Or something like unintelligent
Yeah,
women around.
yeah, right. Catch the unwise women.
They should have been, get up quick, go.
With a boot to the life.
You should have been there when he said go. You should have been at the door. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 21. In those days, while Mordecai sat in the king's gate, two of the king's chamberlains, Bigthan and Teresh, of those which kept the door, were wroth and sought to lay hands on the king Ahasuerus.
See that?
Wow.
See that's why you have certain. They kept the door, right? And they were mad. It don't say what they were mad about, but I can guess what they were mad about. I think they were mad because Esther was chosen and not someone from their nation or something.
You're right.
Or something like that.
Right.
Because usually what happens when something like that go out, right?
Right.
You have these men that's there, they know people and say, yeah, bring your daughter. I'm gonna put a good word in. I'm gonna try to get her in. And they were trying to work something to get another woman in there.
Get her a higher status.
In a higher status, right? Because if she gets in there, she'll get in some kickback.
Return the favor.
Right? Instead of me watching the door, I can be higher up in the kingdom. This is my way to get a higher position through this woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they didn't go there out, they hot. Man, we'll kill that dude, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna pick her. She'll look better than her.
Right.
You ain't the one picking. You ain't the one picking.
Come.
Yeah, man. You mad because he ain't choose your girl. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speculating, but I mean, that's what I think happened. You know what I'm saying?
Israel on top again.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. And the thing was known to Mordecai, who told it unto Esther the queen.
So Mordecai is in the right place at the right time to hear them plotting against the king. That's what y'all over there plotting. See, that's why you don't speak these things in the open.
Wow. You know what? that is deep, right? Wow.
You don't do that.
Enough where they can hear you.
Yeah. You go into a closed room, all phones, everything off. You know what I'm saying? Then you talk like that. Look who you talking about. You talking about killing the king. You just can't be just saying that like that.
Right.
Wow. You don't know who listening.
Bird on the fence.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll turn you in to get a little better position.
You know, but that's usually how people think when they plotting evil. They don't think about stuff like that. Their mind is just, man, we gonna kill him. And they start running their mouth in the wrong place and not thinking if someone is listening, because someone is always listening.
True.
Someone is always listening. You think they're not. You have to make sure no one is going to hear. You're going to say stuff like that. If I was talking about killing the president, right? I can't be saying this. This got to be in an enclosed room, soundproof. You know what I'm saying? None getting in and out.
And I checked under every chair.
Every chair.
No mics.
Everything. You feel me?
Come.
That's how it has to be.
Right.
And it has to be with trusted people.
Right.
We're all in on it. If I go down, we all go down.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna tell me, no, you in on it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gotta be done. All right, go ahead.
Verse 22. And the thing was known to Mordecai. Wait, I did that one already, right? I did 22 already?
Now do 22 again.
Okay. Verse 22. And the thing was known to Mordecai, who told it unto Esther the queen, and Esther certified the kings thereof in Mordecai's name.
Right, so Esther let the king know Mordecai is the one that told me this information. He's the one that brought it to light. So she gave credit where credit is due. She didn't say, yeah, I found out. She didn't know. Mordecai found out, told me, and I'm telling you. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 23. And when inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out, therefore they were both hanged on a tree, and it was written in the book of the Chronicles before the king.
Yes.
Wow.
Right? This is the thing that they need to find. They may have already found it.
Right.
Right? Because if they found this record here, because it's there somewhere. Buried. They find this goes far to establish what this Bible is saying right here as factual proof it actually happened. Yes, sir.
So every province basically has a chronicle.
Yes, sir. They have these other trying to say, I think they found all this stuff, man. They just hiding it.
And we even have a book in here called Chronicles.
Called Chronicles.
Crazy.
Man. Every kingdom has to have a chronicle. That's why they have these positions. They have a recorder, right? They have a prophet, a wise man, and all these people is there. We read about the king had these 7 chamberlains at first. Then he got 120 more. Then he had 3 presidents. He's filling all of these different positions. You have people the recorder got to record all the events. Right? Someone got to record who all died and all stuff that happened, all the commandments, all that got to be recorded. Yes, sir.
You just brought back a childhood memory. When I used to go get a paper for my mother, it was called the Chronicles. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. You have to have a record of these things. Records are important to keep. The scriptures tell you to keep a record of things. Because people forget stuff happens. Right? And that's what the scripture talks about. The scriptures say, your names are written in heaven.
Mhm.
There's a record,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
It says, and the books were open, right?
Come.
The record of everything you did is written in the books.
Come.
All that stuff is there. And you have witnesses to all through these different things. So those two men, there was inquiry made. So there was question about them plotting against the king.
Mhm.
And it was found out that they were sure they were hung.
Wow.
And I know they were saying, who told? Who found out?
Right. Mm.
Usually they're not gonna tell you who told.
Mhm.
They're gonna ask you, did you plot against the king?
Mhm.
And if you fumbling, it's gonna be a problem.
Yep. Yep. Wow. Mm. Wow.
And see, back then, things was different back then. You know what I'm saying? Things was different back then. See, a lot of men back then, when they plotting on someone, they were like, "Yeah, we try to kill you, but you know good."
Mhm.
I get there was a different element. The one person that lie a lot though that I read consistently about is these Edomites. They always lie.
Come.
They always lie.
Through the word too?
Huh?
Through the word?
Yeah, they always lie. Everything. And listen, they masters of lying. Let's just be clear.
Mhm.
Masters of lying.
Fathers of
Consistently masters of lying. I didn't get chapter 3, verse 1.
No. Esther chapter 3 from the top. After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hamandiah, Hamadatha, the Agagite, and advised him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him.
Anyway, advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. That means Haman is now over the 127 princes that he had. Haman is of this. So Haman is now, because above them of the three presidents we read in Daniel, right? So now he's moving him into one of those presidents' roles.
Okay.
Right?
So he's under Daniel.
Right? He's like right under Daniel.
Okay.
One of them presidents' role under Daniel, right? I want to get the Apocrypha right quick, get a precept right quick. Can we get the Apocrypha? Let me get Esther chapter 12, verse 6. Let me get additions to Esther and the Apocrypha. Chapter 12 and verse 6. Who got that?
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Esther chapter was it 12?
12 verse 6.
Reading that verse 6, howbeit, amen.
Haman, which is Haman in the Bible. Go ahead.
The son of Amathis, the Agagite.
The Agite, right? Or
Okay.
Agagite, right?
Okay.
Remember, the Agagite goes back to who?
Wait.
The Agagite goes back to the man that Saul saved. Remember, Saul saved Agag.
Okay,
And then was the king, right? He saved Agag, right? But then Agag had a son that also escaped and he fled into Egypt, right? An Egyptian king took him, gave him a wife, and he had children, right? Then after a certain amount of time, he told the king, "Look, send me home, man. I've been here long enough." The king like, "Go ahead," right?
Okay.
But the king is like, "I know I did you good. When you become, we're gonna be rocking."
Right.
So obviously, this man's line continues all the way down to who? To Haman.
Okay.
So Haman is a Amalekite. Remember, he told Saul to go kill all the Amalekites out.
Okay.
Agag is an Amalekite, right?
Okay.
Haman is the son of Amadatas, the Agagite.
Okay.
His mother is an Agagite. His mother is a Edomite. Right? Comes out of Edom. So he's an Edomite, right? The text tells you, I'm gonna get it. The text tells you that he's Macedonian. 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 Go ahead. Go ahead, Tony.
Oh, come,
Read verse 6 again.
so I can, howbeit Amon, the son of Amadathas, the Agagite, who was in great honor with the king, sought to molest Mordecaius and his people because of the two uniques of the king.
Because of the two units of the king, right? Because Mordecai was the one that revealed their plot.
Mm-hmm.
So because Mordecai did that, had those two men killed, those two men looked like they were cool with Haman. So when Mordecai told their plot and they died, he's now trying to avenge
Oh wow.
these two men. What it says right here. Sought to molest Mordecaius and his people, said because of the two eunuchs of the king that Mordecai had told on.
Okay.
So now he's trying to get revenge
Right.
for those two men.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
This is what's happening here. Right? Let's go back to the scriptures now. Now we understand why he's trying to get at Mordecai. So he must have some kind of connection with these men. Maybe he could have been part of the plot. See, but he was smart enough to not say nothing in public.
Yeah.
Not say nothing in public. They were the dumb ones to say something, right?
Come.
All right, go ahead.
You want verse 2 again?
Come.
Verse 2. And all the king's servants that were in the gate bowed and reverenced Haman. For the king had so commanded concerning him, but Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence.
Right. Wait, let me get that. Can I get the Apocrypha right quick, one quick? Esther chapter 15. Sorry, chapter 16, verse 10. Esther chapter 16, verse 10.
Esther chapter 16, reading that verse 10.
For
Amon, a Macedonian.
See, he's a Macedonian, right? So we know the Macedonian are what? Edomites.
Okay.
They come out of Esau.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Remember, he's an Agagite. Comes out of Esau. Now he tells her here he's a Macedonian. Right? This is when Esau by this time, Esau went over there and conquered those people and is taking their names. Right? So Haman is a Macedonian. Right? And he could have been one of those people over there that kind of tell the king. I think the king that we're dealing with, I think he's the one that attacked. To go attack over there. Right? So he's a Macedonian. Go ahead.
For Amon, a Macedonian, the son of a Mattathias, being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood and far distant from our goodness, and as a stranger receive of us.
Right? So he came in. So somehow he came in and got favor, and then explain how he actually got in, but he got in. So he's not a Persian, and he's distant from and as far distant from our goodness, and as a stranger received of us. So that's what we know as a Macedonian. I'm showing these things so we can understand when people are trying to say how that Esau is not the so-called white man. This verse right here goes a lot to shut them down. There's no argument that the Macedonians are so-called white people at this time. in the Persian and Median Empire. Because after the Persian and Median Empire, we have Alexander of Macedon, right? So the Macedonians, we know for a fact, are so-called white people, and we know that his mother comes out of Esau. And even Macedonian, he's Edomite. Esau is an Edomite. This verse goes far to prove this. And there's more verse that can be shown.
Macedonians?
Macedonian. So-called white man.
Never heard of them. Macedonians. I think I have it, but that sounds like the Caribbean or like Macedonia. I have.
You know Alexander, right? He's Macedonian. Alexander conquered the world in 15 years, which is unheard of.
Yeah, you know he has
He conquered
spiritual forces.
the known world, not the entire world, but the known world.
Huh?
Did it in 15 years, which is unheard of, right? He started when he was like 18. He was young, 18 years old, right? That's why I'm telling you, he had to believe that he was the son of Zeus, and so he did a lot of crazy stuff, and it worked. You know what I'm saying?
Because nobody was thinking like it ain't gonna work. He gonna be dead in a week.
But it worked.
Wow.
Right? And he died at the banquet. Wow. They said he was gay. Yeah, could be. Don't know. Right? I sound like if you die at a banquet, that sounds like you was poisoned.
Or you choked on some food.
Yeah. More so poison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Choking on something is way over there. That's a reach, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How many banquets he don't have? You know what I'm saying?
Got how to eat.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's how it was back then. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he had a cupbearer. See, if he had a cupbearer, then we could eliminate the poison thing.
Wow. Okay.
I ain't ready where he had a cupbearer, right? So that's who he is. Haman is a Macedonian. He's an Edomite. Macedonian is an Edomite. We can get one. Can we get one more right quick? Yeah, Apocrypha.
Well, don't they got something in the Caribbean?
In the Caribbean?
Yeah. I forget.
No, I think he mean Madagascar.
It's a movie, something in the Caribbean.
Like the movies about what?
I think pirates or something. Though.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
It might be. I just remember that Caribbean name. I think it was some pirates in there too, though.
That's Jack Sparrow in there, right?
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
And where was they at in that? So there was in the islands or something.
There's in the Caribbean. You know that area right there down in South America, right? Because that's remember they was always looking for a treasure map with islands to go look for treasure, hidden gold. That's all down there in South America and all that going down there, right? But they control the trade from there going back to England. See, when the English ships would come, you see in the movies when they would come, the pirates would jack their ship, right? So they had to make some kind of alliance with what they call pirates, right? But pirates was only defending their territory because the English, not only the English, the Spaniards would come, like, Cortez came and all of them. He came looking for what? Gold. So the pirate was originally people that were defending the sea coast. They're gonna paint them as pirates now, the ridiculous foolishness, but they were defending the coast from Spaniards, English, French.
The Dutch.
You know what I'm saying?
He was coming.
That's what they were actually really doing.
Yeah.
They were actually good people.
Yeah.
They paid them as pirates. That's what they do when they don't like people like that defend their coast. They pay them as the bad guy. No, you're the bad guy.
Right. Taking all the gold.
You were coming over here trying to steal. That's the true story of pirates. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to tell you that. We get 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1. And it's crazy how they took that pirate stuff and they made like 4 good movies and made millions of dollars off of twisting the truth. You know what I'm saying? had a man in there that died, looked like a octopus and all kind of spinny spint on it, bro.
Wow.
But he's mixing together all kind of folklore from true stuff, and he making it into something, right?
Who was that?
Esau.
Yeah.
Like
These people do a lot of reading. Listen, they read a lot of folklore,
Mhm.
and that's how they come up with all of these different stories and stuff. That's how they got Cinderella was a wooden shoe.
Mhm.
Wasn't clear glass slipper. It's not what it was.
Mhm.
But they flipped it and said, the wooden thing wouldn't work. Let's flip it. Make it clear.
Mhm.
When she put it on, he turned back into a prince. Yeah. I like that. Let's do that.
Now the biggest folklore is when they said Adam had 2 wives.
Yeah, man, that's right. That's folklore. And yeah,
Lily.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the biggest.
Pseudo Apocrypha.
Yeah, that's the biggest folklore. I mean,
And one of the biggest one is Christ. He's a white man.
yeah.
He had the majority of the earth believing in a so-called white man, and they believe that's Christ. He's lied to the majority of the world, bro, about the Messiah.
Now they trying to change it like when Mel Gibson did the old, the guy, the first passenger of Christ.
He's still doing the same thing because he's making him white again.
Yeah, now he's making a second.
You need to make it correct. But he has done this for hundreds of years. And he has lied about the true Messiah, bro. Look how long he's been lied about him.
Mhm.
so
People have actually died for the fake Messiah, thinking he's the real Messiah. The Crusades, all these fighting,
Mhm.
all throughout the Middle Ages, people have been dying for a religion that is in Christianity. That's not what the real Messiah was teaching, bro. People died for these things. And still to this day, people will go hard on you for this stuff. That's not the truth. They're
They'll
dying for lies.
fight you over it if you said Jesus wasn't a Christian. They'll
Uh-huh.
really come at you.
Yes, sir.
So they really do all click up when they come to Jesus being black, even if they enemies.
Nah, they don't like that. They clicking up if he's black. If you try to say that Jesus is black, they gonna respond and say, no, he's Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
They're gonna say Middle Eastern.
Olive color.
Yeah, olive color. They never want to say he's a so-called black man or African American.
But you're gonna hit. I'm gonna hit you with this. Tell them there's 3 types of looking olives. You got the green, you got the jet black, and you got another brown or something like that.
Yeah, I think there's a con.
I just asked.
But they stopped using that.
Oh.
They go to this he's Middle Eastern thing.
Nah, yeah,
Because if you say olive, you can say, well, you mean the black olive?
Mhm.
You ain't gonna tell me he's green. Then nobody's green, so that we go out here. So you left with the black and the brown one, and they
Right.
don't want to claim those two either.
Right.
So they stopped using the olive thing because it was backfiring on them.
Right.
So they come with the Middle Eastern thing.
Right.
Well, the Middle Eastern, there was all different colors over there. It wasn't just like black people. There was lighter skin.
Right.
Yeah, trying to make it.
When you took it in there, you had Edomites in there. Herod was an Edomite in the land.
Right.
Edomites was in the land. The different people, sorry, Phoenician woman that came to Christ.
Mhm.
She's right. She's a Phoenician woman.
Mhm.
All kind of different peoples in there. So they used that. They're trying to say, we not sure if he was black because you had white people, black people, this people, all kind of people in there. That's a lot.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the thing was is that Herod, no telling what Herod was doing with the Israelite women, probably raping them,
Sleeping with.
sleeping with.
That's for sure. That's what he was doing.
Mhm.
And then you got these. Matter of fact, he might have been doing, because if you look at these so-called these Jewish people today, they look how broad their nose can be, and
Oh yeah.
it's all mixture. It's all
Yeah, they Muslims.
yeah. Then you got Esau, he was breathing with the Canaanite women, the Hittites, and all that. And they
Mm-hmm.
call that man.
That's how he would look.
Yeah.
He grabbed the figures of his other nations, but he kept that red color game going away from him.
Mhm.
So you look at him now, his nose is huge as ever.
Yeah, that thing sticking
Big
out.
old nose.
Hook nose,
You know what I'm saying?
all that hook nose, and look at Andre the Giant. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how as somebody said, he could have been a Negroid dude because he got the woolly hair and the,
Mhm.
you never know.
Con. We got First Maccabees 1, chapter 1, verse 1.
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 1 from the top.
So we going off of what we read in Esther about Aman or Haman, who was a Macedonian, right?
Come
This
on.
is his father right here. Go ahead.
Come
That's not his father. Sorry, that's not his father. This is the line he comes from. Go ahead.
Come on. And it happened. After that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian.
See, Alexander is a Macedonian. Alexander, the son of Philip. Remember, I said Alexander didn't believe that Philip
was his
the
father.
second was his father because his mother told him. His mother said, "He ain't your father. Your father is Zeus. Zeus shot a thunderbolt into my stomach, and I had you." That's what his mother told him. His mom lied to him, right? Because at first he believed he came from Achilles from Troy.
Okay.
Achilles was he was the best fighter back then, best swordsman and all of that, right? I think they exaggerate just how good he was in these movies. I don't think he was that good.
Is that
Right?
the one with Brad Pitt?
That's the one.
Okay.
That's one Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Fact.
Yeah, but see now, you know, old girl that played in the Black Panther movie, that played Black Panther's lady friend. What's the girl? The Black Panther.
Oh, T'Challa's girlfriend.
T'Challa's girlfriend. The court, not a court, but the one.
The dark skinned one.
Yeah, she getting ready to play Helen of Troy.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and they upset with it.
I know they're gonna be because she's supposed to be a so-called white woman.
Yeah, but she getting ready to play Helen of
Yeah.
Troy. And then now they coming out with all this information that the Greeks were so-called black people. That
Definitely.
you know, Achilles, what's the brother? Leonidas, all of them were so-called black.
Facts. Facts. Yeah.
But yeah, she getting ready to play Helen of Troy.
I think they're originally black too though. The Trojans.
Yeah, the Trojans, yeah.
Yeah. So she's playing Helen of Troy. Troy is from Trojans, where it comes from, right? They're the one that did the whole Trojan horse trick thing.
And was that the Hellenistic period, or is that still that time? Or?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they would be black back then.
Yeah, but they're not gonna tell you, they're not gonna tell you any of that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? See, back in Achilles' time, if you notice in the movie of Achilles, when he goes to the city to war, what they did was they said, "Bring out your champion." So Achilles fought their best champion and his champion, right? That lets you know the time frame that matches what in the Bible. David and Goliath. This is what Goliath said to them.
Right.
Bring your champion.
Right.
It's the same timeline.
Right.
Achilles' living timeline matches. They won't tell you that though,
Right.
because people don't look at it.
Right.
That's when it was. So David's timeline with them would give you like 1000 BC.
Okay.
Achilles is 1000 BC. So what I'm saying is that even in the movies, in historical fact, the process of an army was their two champions would come out and fight. We see the same thing in the scriptures.
Right.
We're seeing reality in the scriptures. The same thing happening. That's at that time. That's how it was done. Bring your best champion out.
Right.
After that, it was done that way. But that's how we know.
Right.
We're dealing with the truth.
Right.
Ain't nothing fake. These people know these things, but they don't want to tell you. It's only if you do a timeline history and you look at it like, wait a minute, this match David's time. This makes sense as how it was done. So it wasn't just in the Levant, Israel time. It was done all the way over there in the Trojan time over there to show you that this thing was a universal thing of how armies would fight. Bring your champion out and we gonna settle it like that.
Right.
We all gotta kill each other out.
Right.
Unnecessary.
Right. Yeah, y'all can go home to y'all.
I can go home. Kill my champion and then y'all won.
Now imagine Bloods and the Crips would do that. Bring your best fighter out. Now we bring our best fighter out.
Sure.
And then we squash it all after
Isn't
this.
it?
Wow.
Isn't that better to do?
Wow.
Less bloodshed, unnecessary to all that war. Because if y'all can't beat our best champion, y'all gonna lose. Right or wrong.
That's right. That's right.
So when your best champion losing, like, yeah, we would have lost. Let's just surrender.
And that's how they did it with the Giants too. They had the Giants fight all their wars for them. Like, yeah, Giants, get on out there and fight these wars. We're behind you. If you beat the giant,
They put them as their buffer.
they
Yeah.
put their swords down.
But when we beat the giant, they were like, no. That's the pride and the arrogance that they had. Your best, we beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And you still want some? Well, let's come get it then. You know what I'm saying? We'll come get it. If we can beat your giants, y'all don't stand a chance. All right, let's finish it in First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1. Who was reading that?
I was.
Go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1. You want verse 2 now?
Chapter 1. Verse 1, I mean, sorry.
And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim.
Came out of the land of what?
Chittim.
He came out of the land of Chittim. Chittim, right, is a son, if I remember, from Japhet.
Ooh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
But he's not of the family of Chittim.
Okay.
He comes out of the land of Chittim.
Okay.
That's because Esau went over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was what the people, the Chittim, right, left, migrated somewhere. Okay. So when Esau occupies the land, he takes their name.
Okay.
So you would read where the Romans come out of Chittim. Same thing too with them Alexander, who came out of the land of Chittim. Right? This is how I trace different names and where they go back. Because these things are important for you to understand. When you trace stuff back, you begin to understand what's happening. They come out of the land of Chittim. Go ahead.
Had smitten Darius, king of the Persian and Medes.
That's the last king of the Persian and Medes. Go ahead.
That he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
He is the first over Greece, right? He's the first to have all the states united. His father Philip, they was going to unite under him, right? But I think his father didn't want that. His father was fine with them being separate states, but his thing was they was fighting each other. Okay. He didn't want that. That's why he was trying to unite them like this. I'm gonna bring you together, but y'all can stay separate, but stop the fighting, the infighting. So when Alexander came on the scene, Alexander killed all that. He's like, no, I'm conquering everybody. I'm over everybody. He'll end all this foolishness here. Wow. He ended it.
Wow. No more fights.
None of that nonsense. Yeah, he ended that nonsense. Because remember that before there was. Remember when the Persians attacked in that movie 300. When the Persians attacked. Remember, the United States was telling us to send people to come.
Right.
They didn't want to come help them.
Right.
So he had to go try to buffer the Persians. While he's buffering the Persian, then the dum-dums say, you know what, if we don't come together, we all gonna die.
Right.
And that's when they came together, and that's how they was able to repel the Persians. We're still fighting. But after that incident is when you get Philip start to rise up. But his history when he comes up, he gets a lot of victories, and then these states start to respect him. They didn't respect him at first, but when he started getting victories for their enemies, they start to respect him, and they wanted him to rule over them. He's like, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's these people's histories is very important to go into. See, that's how you know the background of things, and that's how you can line your history out and it makes sense. Wow. When someone says something like that, don't make no sense. That's not what happened. Now we come to Alexander. The Macedonian is very important, like I said. That's who Haman was. No one argues that Alexander is not a so-called white man.
Right.
And if he's a Macedonian, then that would also make Haman a so-called white man. And we know he comes from Agag, who comes out of Esau. Right. So Edomites have to be so-called white people. So when they're saying we crazy, we know what we're talking about. No, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. The link is right here. And there's other ways we can show that that Esau, the white man is Esau.
That's some, you'll see, if you're interested in me.
This is just we reading historical stuff here. It's not right. This is stuff we can go into. We can go outside the Bible and verify this stuff.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just man. You gotta just read the Bible, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
History books.
History books, and we confirm what we are saying here, right? Let's go back to Esther in the Bible. And I think you're in verse 3 now, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because all the king's servants and it was at the king's gate, they bowed to reverence Haman, for the king had commanded concerning him, but Mordecai didn't bow not, nor did he have reverence. Mordecai was like, no, sir, I'm not listening to that. I'm bowing down to you. You lost it. All right, go ahead, brother.
Read 4 or 3 now. Esther chapter 3, reading at verse 3. Then the king, a servant which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, why transgresses thou the king's commandment?
Yeah, why you not listening to the king commandment, bro? Go ahead.
Now it came to pass when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew.
Who? You told me was a Jew or an Israelite? That's the word they put in there.
Right.
Why would Mordecai say he didn't use that word? He didn't use. You think Mordecai used that word when he was living back? He didn't use that word. The word he would have used is Israelite. Or at worst, Benjamite.
He would have went straight to his tribe.
Why would he use the word Jew? Because that's more like Judah. He not even a Judah. He's a Benjamite. He can't be using that word.
Well, didn't the word Jew encompass Judah, Benjamin, and Levi? Wasn't that how they was used?
No, that's the southern kingdom.
Okay.
Would encompass. Yeah, but what people here's what people also forget. Did you know the southern kingdom also encompassed Simeon? Simeon inheritance was in Judah. See, they never mentioned Simeon. Simeon inheritance is in.
That's
so
true.
In the southern kingdom, you didn't have 3 tribes. You had 4.
Because if Levi and Simeon were like brother, they have to be up in there.
Well, he scattered them. He scattered Levi throughout Israel, right? So you had Levi in every tribe.
Right.
But Simeon was in Judah. They conveniently continue to forget that. They're gonna say, well, it was 10. How was it 10 tribes up there? 10 tribes up there. Once Levi migrated down from there, again, Levi migrated, but he wasn't to forget too. Did you know these people that you need to actually really see it to understand it. And this is the problem that they're not telling people. Right? Because you have Judah here, right? Judah here. Then above you had the northern kingdom. Then across here you had more northern kingdom, across the Jordan. So you have Levi, they would have to come across the Jordan to come to Judah. Then come from the top to come down into Judah, right? This part over here across the Jordan, right? Which would be considered the west side, I guess, of Jordan. The west side of Jordan. This was where the Assyrians attacked first. They attacked here. Because this here had 3 tribes, right? They had Reuben. Issachar, not Issachar. They had Reuben, the half tribe of Manasseh. I'm forgetting the next tribe. had 3 tribes over there. Gad, Reuben, Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh was over there. They took the inheritance on that side of the land, right? Moses gave them the inheritance on that side of the land. They didn't cross Jordan and get their land. They get the land on that side. And Moses told them, hey, you guys got to cross over and help me go to conquer the land over here. And they said that they would. Because the land, they found the land to be good for cattle and all that. Like, hey man, we can raise cattle and sheep and all that right here. Right? Showing you that the Israelites was a farming community. Raising animals. Growing crops. Right? That's what we was. These are the things that made you rich and made you live a longer life and kept you healthy. Not that other foolishness, right? And salt was a big thing back then. People got paid in salt back then. You know what salt was back then that we use today? Salt back then is a refrigerator.
Oh yeah, preservative.
That's what salt was. That's how important salt was. So if someone paid you in salt, you take it. Because without that salt, your meat would rotten quick. Anything you had meat-wise would rotten. So salt was refrigerated. That's how important it was back then in ancient times. You can get paid in salt.
That's probably a better way to cure your meat and keep it fresh and all of that.
All of that.
Refrigerator, that Freon. Boy, you don't want that in your blood.
That's you call freezer burn.
You get freezer burn too. Facts.
Now this is something I was looking at. I'm gonna show you something. This FB12, and then I'm gonna read it right. FB12. I'm gonna read it right quick. I was looking at. For they said that Esau was a fool for declaring, when the time of the mourning for my father is over, I shall kill my brother Jacob. This is FB12, right? You see, but look what they got at Esther. FB12. That's Esau.
That was a so-called white man. Even they know. Even they know.
See,
Oh wow. Oh wow. Yep.
Red. He got him. They know who we look
Did they
like.
show Jacob?
nah.
They got him up in so-called white man. They know who he is. He look alive. Oh, let's finish up here in Esther. They know who he is. They're trying to suppress all that kind of that information right there. The further you go back and get older information, they don't want you to get that, because that's old information. That stuff been saying it, but because we wasn't reading back then, they figured, oh, they'll never know. They didn't reading nothing. I ain't gonna ever find out about this stuff.
Oh, they thought we were never gonna pick a book back up again, huh?
They just would always. How can they see that we would come out of it? You know what I'm saying? That's not what they were thinking.
It's spiritual. It ain't about what we know and all of that. It's
Wow.
spirit.
Now it look like he defecating too. But it's him.
Yes, him. That's him. That's for sure. Go ahead, brother.
What verse was that?
5. You in verse 5.
Read
Esther
verse
chapter 3, verse 5.
5. Esther chapter 3, reading at verse 5. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence. Then was Haman full of wrath.
Right. Then he's upset. Oh, you guys ain't show me no respect. Man, you was a caveman. Go ahead.
And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had shewed him the people of Mordecai, wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai.
Even the people of Mordecai. See that's phrase right there. Even the people of Mordecai. It continues to confirm what it's saying before about when it says to destroy all the Jews.
Mhm.
It's confirming who he's talking about. Because that phrase is being used again
Mhm.
throughout the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's a I call it a clarifier.
Okay.
They'll clarify a previous statement. That's what I was trying to tell them brothers on the call. And when it says heathen, then it said that are called by my name. I said it qualifies.
Right.
It's qualifying
Right.
what kind of heathen
Right.
that are called by my name.
Right.
So we know that that's not no non-Israelite. These are Israelites that are being called heathen. I said it qualifies what kind of heathen it is. You gotta try to keep leaving it out. Yes, sir.
And I was explaining to Servant Smith that this is the way the Bible reads. Even the people of Mordecai, it's already talking about the people of Mordecai, but you wanted to read different, like it's talking about one thing and then it switches to another.
Right.
No, it's still clarifying that it's talking about the same exact thing.
That even is Old English thing that is clarifying and specifying specifically, right? Specifically, I'm talking about the people of Mordecai.
Wow. That's a better way to say it.
Yeah.
That's what we would understand.
Right.
If you don't say it that way, we kind of like, oh, okay, well, we're not really getting it. But no, that's the way. Specifically, the people of Mordecai.
Right. In 1611, that's how they would have understood that phrase right there. Even they understood it just like that, right? Today, people don't speak Old English, so they don't know, right? They read the ye, and ye this and ye. Oh man, we don't say ye,
thou.
thus. We don't say that anymore, so they don't know what. So you have to translate for them these different things because ye can mean y'all. When it says ye, is y'all. And ye can be, and when you see you can be plural. Y'all too. All right, go ahead. Verse 7.
Verse 7.
Come.
In the first month, that is the month Nisan, in the 12th year of King
Ahasuerus.
Ahasuerus, they cast her, that is the lot before Haman, from day to day, and from month to month, and from 12th month, that is the year,
The month.
the month Adar.
Yeah.
Adar.
So these things in here are names that they brought back from Babylon.
Wow.
Nisan is not the biblical month we know in the Bible is Abib. That ain't Nisan.
Right.
That's stuff that they brought back from the captivity, and they have in there. So we see what has happened. They're bringing back names from the other nations, right? You have a month in there, and it's called Tammuz. Well, we know there's no month. Tammuz is a pagan god, right? So that's not the name of no God. Didn't name no month no Tammuz, and he didn't name no month Nisan either.
Worse.
Or name no month Adar. None of that foolishness right there. These are all made up stuff. As far as we know, the first month was called Abib, and the rest of them was numbered.
Right.
These names come from Babylon, and they know this stuff come from the captivity, right? And people don't see these things, and that's why they don't like. And see, now I'm understanding why they don't like to talk about the Maccabees. When I talk about the Maccabees, they really speak on them because the Maccabees would have got rid of all this foolishness here. Maccabees wasn't trying to do all that. They're trying to go back to when we was in the kingdom.
Wow.
They want to go back to Paleo Hebrew. They want to go back to what it originally was when Moses wrote it. Stuff like that. They ain't trying to do that. So they weren't trying to really talk about the Maccabees. Or the Maccabees bad. And the Maccabees is good.
So the week was kind of like just 1 through 7, Akkad through Shabbat.
Right. They were just numbered 1 to 6, and the 7th was called Shabbat.
And then the month's the same way. Well, we have a B, but the rest of them was just
month 2.
month 2, month 3.
Right.
Okay.
That's what we have in the 7th month, in the 3rd month.
Right, right.
That's how he was saying it.
Wow.
He ain't give it a name.
Right.
Right? Because when you look at these names they go to some pagan god, right?
Right.
These months are going to pagan gods, right?
Mm.
Or some man that was worshipped, right?
Right.
August. That's from Augustus. This is a man,
Khan.
right?
Khan.
So we see these elements today all going back into pagan worship, into all the days of the week go back into pagan worship, pagan gods,
Right.
right?
Right.
Sundays it's Sun's day,
Right. Right.
you right?
Right.
Mondays the moon day, right? So all these different things. So there's so much pagan worship people is involved in and speaking.
January, Juno, two-headed God, and
Yeah.
all all the zodiac signs. It's all cult worship.
No, the zodiac signs is the cult worship. That's what the Most High put in the sky.
Put in the skies.
Yeah.
Zodiac.
But they've turned it into something occultic,
Mhm.
right? And I think they changed it too. And because the first sign would be Virgo.
Yeah.
I don't think they have Virgo of the first sign on that
Right,
zodiac.
yeah.
It isn't Virgo, is it?
No, I think it's Taurus.
Yeah, I think it's Taurus. Right.
Yeah.
I think it's Taurus. They have Taurus. And Taurus is not the first sign.
Mm-hmm.
That won't make any sense.
So what it would be? First sign would be Aries, right?
No, it's Virgo. It's Virgo.
Virgo is that.
It's
Virgin.
when you look at the Sphinx is preserving it. The Sphinx have the head as a virgin and the lion at the end. That's supposed to be the first and the last sign.
Right, the Leo.
The Leo. It starts with the virgin and it ends in the Leo. That's originally how it was. That Sphinx is showing you originally how it was. They flipped it and changed it. But that just goes to show you if it started in Virgo, and we know by the time you get to us, we're in Taurus. That's so just when time has elapsed before we get to Taurus, the way we are. That's all that missing element. That's why I was telling the brother that between Genesis 1 and 2, there's a gap there. And those zodiac signs are letting us know there is a gap TV there. If it starts in Virgo and we are in Taurus, then there's a gap there that we know nothing about. So they know this stuff, bro. They know this stuff. They ain't not trying to tell you. They want you to believe there isn't a gap theory. They want you to believe all this foolishness.
Right. Because if you off about that, it's hard to be on track about everything else.
You know, but that could mean something like Virgo being a virgin, and Adam wasn't born from no woman, like came from dirt, and then him being man, 6.
Virgin Earth.
Virgin Earth.
Right. Virgin. You said virgin earth or virgin birth?
Virgin Earth.
Oh,
Adam came from Virgin Earth.
Okay.
Christ came from the same thing.
Virgin.
Virgin Earth is mother. Virgin birth.
Old Earth.
Huh?
Old Earth. They say that in New York.
Yeah.
And then the lion being the beast. Like man, beast, like being the end.
No, man is not the end.
Like
Because we're getting transformed. Remember, I brought up to you guys a couple of months ago that Christ's followers taught there was a new race. Thought there was a different race. They said, no, we're not non-Israelite. We're not Israelite. They said we are like a new race of people. And this is what the text is saying about Jesus Christ being the first. It don't say the first, said the first begotten from the dead. Right? So people have died and got resurrected. Right? Christ resurrected Lazarus, but Lazarus was not begotten. None of them was begotten, was resurrected. When Jesus Christ was resurrected, he was begotten. That's why he becomes the firstborn among many brethren. Firstborn what? he becomes into this different stratosphere of a being.
Mm.
And we saw the elements of this being, how he can disappear, reappear. He can be in a form with no blood in his body.
Mm.
He need no blood in his body. This is some unheard of stuff. But remember, he still ate.
Come. Yes, he did. Wow.
So he has a different kind of body.
Mm.
And elevated, but this is what they don't want us. They know that we're gonna get that, and this is why they're coming at us. If we knew we was getting that kind of stuff, we can be much more calmer
Right.
and be able to deal with it because we know what's ahead of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something that they never gonna experience, they never gonna have.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And because they know that, and we don't know it, and this is partially where that hatred comes from.
Right.
This is why they actually hate you.
Mm.
And this is why they hate black people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They know what you're gonna turn into. They know what you are now.
Yeah, they said they drunk Matt Turner or something like
He
that.
probably did. I wouldn't put it past him. They probably killed him and drank his blood and ate him. All that. I put it past.
Electable Negro. That's
That's what they do, man.
They was eating. I mean, they was eating black people for something. Ugh.
They doing it in our time. One of them, yeah, that's what that dude got caught over there in Milwaukee.
No, you're talking about the brother that decapitated. Not Jeffrey. I mean the white boy.
Like,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was another black and white boy that decapitated his sister not too long ago in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
They were finding body parts everywhere, and she.
No, I got dudes that like for years, you called us an animal, but in Milwaukee, there's your cannibal. That's what he said.
It's two.
All years, he called us an animal, but
It was
you're the cannibal.
But see, most of all those people that cannibal, like Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Gein, all of them come from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Wow.
All of them is from
Going on in Milwaukee. Wow.
Ain't Detroit in Milwaukee too?
No, that's in Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
Milwaukee.
There's something going on in Milwaukee.
That's next door, huh?
Nope, that's a couple of states over.
Yeah. There's something going on in Milwaukee. So-called black people stay out of Milwaukee.
I got family in Milwaukee, so
Tell them to move, brother.
they want to move, but there's some of them. It's not too bad. I mean, I don't know how they got through that because but it was mostly brothers was getting taken by Jeffrey Dahmer. He tried to get with the white boys, but they didn't fight back. That's why he had.
He deserved the black.
Fight back, they mean that probably bite back.
That too, but he had to he drugged the brothers though.
Because like the drink, that's one of their problems, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When they drinking too much, usually the drug you know what I'm saying?
Gone.
And the thing about so-called black people, man, the stuff that get is the word free. When we heard free, we line up like it ain't nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We ain't asking no questions. It's
Mm.
free, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get some of that. Here.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
When we hear free, red flags should go up.
Caution.
Yeah.
We hear free, red flags should go up.
You're going the other
Now,
way.
it should go up if you're getting it from the white boy.
Get it from anybody. When you hear free, listen, when you hear free,
Mhm.
red flag, it doesn't matter who is giving it to you.
Calm. Do that.
Red flag go up meaning, okay, let's check everything out here first and make sure
Calm.
it is actually free.
Right.
Let's check. That's why the red flag should go up. You're just trying to check and make sure everything's on the up and up before you go accepting it or taking it.
Mm-hmm. Good advice.
All right, let's finish here. Probably to finish this chapter another time. I mean, finish this book.
Verse 8.
Which verse 8? Got
Esther chapter 3, reading at verse 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and this this dispersed among the people in all the provinces what's that province of thy kingdom, and their life
The law.
the laws are diverse from all people, neither keep neither keep they the king laws. They, therefore it is not the king's profit to suffer them.
Therefore, it's not for the king's profit and to allow them to continue, it's to allow them to continue to live, what he's trying to say. Go ahead.
Verse 9. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the businesses to bring it into the king's treasures.
Right, 10,000 talents of silver and gold that you talking about. We're gonna deal with weight, right? You talking about like 6,000 pounds of silver.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. 6,000 pounds of silver. Because if you're gonna kill a whole people, you're gonna need some silver to pay something to the king. The king like, you said 6,000 pounds of silver today. You're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does it not?
Yeah.
King gonna say, ooh, that's a lot. You gonna kill them? How much? 10,000.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of hits.
It's a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot. I'm trying to say we gotta take these terms and bring it to our time so you can really see what he's offering, showing you that these people is rich. Rich, like they are today.
Yeah.
That's how it was back then. If he can give the king 10,000 talents of silver, how much he have?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? How much
I
did
ain't give
he
it
have?
through everything. Wow.
He has 100 times of that. He can give the king that.
Actually hate money.
Yeah. And the king is like, yeah, it's something. The king got more than that too, but it's something the king can say, yeah, I can keep. I'm throwing these parties. This will cover that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Saying?
To cover that. We gonna give all that to and he charged that to the business, right? To bring it onto the king's treasury. So I'm gonna put 10,000 talents of silver into the treasury. The king needs the treasury to be as much money in there as he can. Anybody that's donating money to the treasury, king like, let's go.
That's cool.
That's because the king got to pay all his army, right? His presidents, these princes. Yeah, pay all this stuff. He has a high, thing. You know what I'm saying?
And he throwing parties.
Parties.
Those parties are not cheap.
Yeah.
I'm a picture why he's like, let's go.
No, 10,000.
What else you want?
And he don't. And again, he don't really know who these people are, right? Remember, because Esther then told her because if he knew that Esther was an Israelite, and he's talking about, and he's like, you gonna kill who? No, you ain't finna kill Esther. You tripping?
Right.
Man, that ain't finna happen.
Right.
You mess around, I'm up to kill you.
Right.
You talking about killing the queen, right? So he fortunate that Esther didn't say her nationality, because if she did and he would have came here and said this to the king,
Right.
I think the king probably put him to death.
Off of his head.
Because he talking about killing the queen.
Yeah.
If you killing all the Israelites, you gotta kill Esther.
It's my wife you talking
Yeah, killing my wife. The king would have just raised his hand and like guy with a cane and chop his head right off.
Yeah. Now, Thunder is point up 61 to 60 in the third quarter.
Who's winning?
The Thunder, they just 1 point up.
I know that's gonna be a good game, but I'm gonna have to watch the replay on that one. I know it's gonna be good. Keep me updated on that, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's the book is called what? The Ashkenazi.
Haggadah, Haggai, or something like that. Damn, this thing good.
Here, let me take you.
I got it.
Haggadah.
Haggadah,
Haggadah?
yeah.
Yeah. I'll grab that PDF for that.
Mm-hmm.
I got another one.
Another one of what?
You wanna read?
You bought two of them?
Yeah,
How much you pay for that?
this is, I think was 15, the other one, they gone now, cause they.
I know they. I talking about just for them to say that. I know they're around no more. And what? Esau in there? No,
They gone now.
no.
They was
I
like
know.
one, there was like one left, one each left. I got both of
Did
them.
the right thing, brother.
Where'd you get them from?
Off of Amazon.
Oh, wow.
You did the right thing, brother. Trust me. If you didn't do that, Esau gonna buy it himself and get it off of there and make sure you don't get no reprint on that.
So you think Esau had the caveman look to him? Or no, not back then.
Yes. He was hairy. The scripture tell you, say, Jacob says, I'm a smooth man, and Esau's a hairy man. He had the cave look.
Hairy, red.
He had the cave, yeah, he had the cave look. You don't see now as prevalent is because of all the mixing he's done. That's why he mixed a lot. He was trying to get rid of that hairiness in him, right? Trying to get, and that's why you have certain people that looks mixed, or even black people, and they hairy. I told you the guy that I saw when I was locked up, he had hair all the way to his fingernails.
Wow.
I've never seen it in my life.
Wow.
He was shaving from his fingernails back.
Wow.
I said, you tripping.
Wow.
You ever
That's how
seen,
hairy he was. That's how
Yeah.
much eating my blood he had him.
you ever seen black girls with hairy legs? That's
Anybody that has hairy hair is the Edomite blood that's in them. The more hairy, the more Edomite blood that's in them. That's the reason why the Edomite women, their hair grows so fast. Even when you see they shave it down, you take a look, it's right there. It comes right back. Because it's there as a mechanism to protect them. So the DNA that Most High made him with is for it to come back quick. Because it's supposed to be there to cover them from the sun. That's why they hairy, because they don't have pigmentation to protect them from the sun. Their hair is they cover and protect them from the sun. So whenever the hair goes down, they're made to grow back faster, to come back, because it's a protection thing. That's how it's supposed to work. They so stupid, they keep shaving it down
and it grows back too.
and they get cancer.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be hairy to protect you.
Blocking them UV rays.
Yeah, but the protection that you will live longer is exposing you as the Sasquatch, as the caveman that you trying to run away from.
Neanderthal.
So you rather not look like that and die sooner.
Come.
This is what they're doing. That's why the scriptures say, I'm angry you by a
Foolish
nation.
nation.
They're so stupid. They're rather trying to run from who they really are and die faster because they're trying to hide who they really are. Which don't make no sense.
Leave that hair on you.
If you the caveman, you the cave. Listen, I didn't make me. That's how I was made. You trying to fight how you was made, and then you run into another problem.
Right, that sunblock. Look what it's doing to you.
Sunblock don't work. That sun gonna suck up that sunblock and then right to you. The only thing that protects you is that hair. That's why it's so hairy. There's layers of it to help deflect the rays of the sun.
And see, if he would just go on and do what he's supposed to do, he wouldn't have to mess the sky up with his chemtrails and stuff.
Oh, Sasquatch, they are hairy.
They're trying to run from who they really are. And they can't run from it. It doesn't matter. It's so hairy. What they're trying to do now is actually pull the hair follicle out the skin so it don't grow back. That's where they at now.
Crazy.
They have a procedure where they actually pull the whole thing out.
Destroy the hair follicle.
Yeah, they don't want it. They don't want it. They know how fast it goes back.
Mhm.
It'll go back in the day. They have to shave every day. How fast it comes back.
Oh yeah, the 3 o'clock shadow. They come back in hours.
All right, let's finish up here. We probably we're probably gonna finish
So they running
chapter 3 maybe, and that's it.
Edomites running a lot of races. Then we would just think they would normally be white. They running a lot of races.
Huh. If they let themselves be who they are, everybody would know who they are, and everybody would hate them and not like them. People don't like them as it is anyway. People don't understand. Outside of America, people don't like Americans outside of America. They deceive. I'm talking about not just so-called white people, so-called black people too.
Yeah.
If they find out you an American, they immediately don't like you. And it ain't cause of you, it's because of how these so-called white people is running America. And sometimes it's because you're black too, that they don't like you. That's why people be traveling. I don't know you. I want to go. Yeah, okay. When you go to these countries, you better study first where to go. Have a guide there, someone to hip you with what's going on with the culture, with the terrain. When I was coming up, we always talk about you gotta read the terrain, right? They would use another phrase to say you have to read the room, right? You better read the country that you're going to, right? That's how the rappers were getting caught up out here in LA when they come out here when they red, going to the wrong neighborhood. They didn't read what's going on in LA for they come in wearing the wrong colors.
And don't wear out your welcome either.
No, it's just that you just have to learn where you're going at, and then you show respect to the people up there. You're gonna be good.
Right.
You're gonna be good. You come there, you show respect. You spending money with them, and of course they're gonna be like, "Oh man, dude, this cool. He came here, got the right colors on, this on,
Right.
right. Bridges up, give us respect, man. He wasn't tripping, man. You gonna be good.
Yeah, be pleasant.
You know what I'm saying? Signing autograph, you straight, right? If you come to the neighborhood and you wearing their colors, they immediately show you showing us respect, right? I mean, you show respect. You ain't tripping, you talking to you, dapping them, you good. They ain't tripping like that on you, right? That's how it does in Esau courtroom. You come in with a suit and tie on, they see you as showing the court respect.
Right.
They're more open to hear your case. I want to listen to you. And black people don't know that. They so ignorant to the game and the terrain and how to play the game. They go up in there with their street clothes on and thinking they and then talk to the judge in a kind of way. No, you talk to the yes, your honor, no, your honor.
Right.
That's how you talk to that person on that bench.
Right.
You show him respect, and he's gonna give you the respect. You give him respect, he'll say, "Hey man, you know what? He what you saying he's a thug? He ain't talking like one. He sound like respectful right now. He showing me respect.
Right.
He might gavel in you just because how you talk to him. He might decide in your favor."
Now that girl that was involved in that Julio, whatever his name is. Sad. Julio,
I think is what it is. Which is crazy. I don't know what that came from, brother.
I wondered, but she was laughing, and they gave her 15 years.
See,
Yeah, they probably could have gave her more, but and they gave the mother for life. That's gonna give them the death penalty.
hey, they fortunate there.
Yeah, but then again, their life is gone.
Oh yeah.
It's gone.
Right.
There's nothing. I mean, crime. You can't do the time. Don't do it. Don't do the crime. That's it, man. Your life is gone.
I'm saying, but them brothers, they had a disadvantage. They come up in the area of a lack of education, bro. A lack of role model. See what I'm saying? They had a disadvantage from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And I recognize that. People don't want to recognize that what they did was wrong, but they're at a disadvantage, man. A lot of our people are at a disadvantage in the inner city. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We got a blindness of this already, but I grew up around gang members. I could have been one of them dudes easily because that was my mentality when I was rolling with the blood, when I was coming up when I was young. We was willing to fight any and everybody. If you was against us, you probably would have died. That's how we was moving. It's just the ignorance, right?
Mhm.
Of how you moving where you're repping a hood that you fully don't understand,
Right.
right?
Right.
But all you know is that you have to be tough in these times. You can't be no buff, you can't be no punk.
Mhm.
If you repping it, you gotta rep it, and that's what it was.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's ignorance that you rep. You're not exposed to anything better.
Right. Right.
You know, so when you're in the neighborhood, you're not exposed to anything better. All you know is the gang thing,
Right. Right.
right? The street thing.
Come on.
They don't show you nothing better,
Right.
right?
Right.
Unless you got that talent to be a basketball player, football player, or something like that, where you can be shown more and offered more, right? Get a scholarship where people will talk to you differently because of your talent. Other than that,
Right.
you ain't exposed to anything else.
It's pretty much no hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I know a lot of people in the like when I was coming up in at Manual, they had a guy they called him a bookworm.
Mhm.
But bookworm became a thug, a murderer from Hoover, a killer.
Mhm.
He wasn't that before.
Mhm.
When I first knew him, he wasn't none of that. He was just a little meat bookworm dude.
Mhm.
But after 2 years, don't say the wrong thing to him.
Right.
He's going to be a fool.
This dude got a temper.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's all he was exposed to
Calm,
that to the
calm.
point where for him to defend himself, he had to become what he didn't want to become.
Right.
He had to become that killer, that murderer,
Right.
just to get some respect.
Right.
Right?
Right.
For people to lay off of him.
Right. Right.
I'm tired of you clowning me and talking like, leave me alone, bro. See, I'm trying to read some books. But y'all leave me alone to the point where he had to like, I gotta put some money in the ground to get y'all off of me.
Right. Right. And throwing hands every day. You can't
Yeah.
fight one day, but that next day you can fight. All of a sudden, it's just overnight. I got hands too.
I'm saying you're pushing people to the limit to the point where they gotta do things they don't want to do. Or say things they don't want to say, or become someone they don't want to become because you keep messing with them, and you messing with them is shortening your lifespan. The person gonna take you out. Leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? But that's the life in the inner city, man. I understand certain things. I don't blame a lot of them, man. I understand they're at a disadvantage of their upbringing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know no better, man. People don't understand that dynamic. All they see is the what they did and the results of that. They don't understand the background of where they came from and what they got to go through. They just trying to survive. They get less and less opportunities to survive. All they are exposed to is gangs and drugs. This is the way you live. You know what I'm saying? Or you try to rap or something. But that ain't popping no more for you to come make any kind of money. You know what I'm saying? So they have limited choices. What they can do now.
And the pool is getting small.
And they're getting small. And every time a black man try to go in there and do something, they don't like that. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud any brother that made it out there. There's a lot of them out there that's doing good in the neighborhood that you don't hear about. Right? Kevin Hart is doing good in the neighborhood. You don't hear about it.
Right.
But he's doing some stuff. Other people are doing stuff in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Doing good stuff. They don't want to tell you about it. So, but there's gonna be a group of so-called black men. They're gonna be like them people that kill Julio Fulio, bro. Like they're gonna get caught up in the system and get life, and it's gonna happen, man. Like it's gotta get worse before it gets better. All right, let's finish it up here, man. Esther, chapter 3, where we left off at, verse 9.
Esther chapter 3, verse 9. If it pleases the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business to bring it into the king's treasury.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it unto Haman, the son of Hamadatha, the Agagite, the Jews' enemy.
So be clear that they are our enemy. The text is telling us they are our enemy. The scriptures say, never trust your enemy. Never trust him. Right? They have this saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
No.
No. The enemy of your enemy is still your enemy. The chance he get to stab you, he gonna stab you because he's still your enemy. He's just the enemy of your enemy too. You have two enemies. You don't have a friend. That is a ridiculous saying. It's not the truth. Because he don't see it that way. He don't look at you as, well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. He ain't looking at it. He looking at, I have an opportunity to get rid of one of my enemies by using another one of my enemies. Right? Once I do that, now I can deal with you squared up.
Right.
This is how he looking at it.
Fair and square.
You looking at it as, I'm going to get rid of an enemy and now I got a friend. No.
No.
No. No. I work. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And the king said unto Haman, the silver is given to thee, the people also to do with them as it seemeth good to thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. Then were the king's scribes called on the 13th day of the first month, and there was written according to all that Haman had according to all that Haman had commanded unto the king's lieutenants and to the governors that were over every province and to the rulers of every people of every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language, in the name of King Ahasuerus was it written and sealed with a king's ring.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the letters were sent by post into all the king's province to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day, even upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is in the month Adar, and to take the spoils of them for a prey.
Right. So we see here what this is for. And it was sent by post. This is where you get your postman from. Right? But it wasn't in cars. Wasn't planes flying. Went on horse. Yeah.
This still when the king don't know she's out of the tribe of Benjamin.
He don't know her nation because she had not said anything. Because Mordecai said don't say anything. I don't know why Mordecai. You probably again we gotta come out there in the Apocrypha. It might tell us in here why. Right? We gotta finish up. We are in the 3rd chapter. We gotta go 14 chapters now. No, sorry, no. Yeah, is it 14? No. 9. 9 chapters. Yeah. Oh, plus the Apocrypha. Yeah. Plus the Apocrypha. Yeah, he don't know what nation she's from. If he knew, I think Haman would have died earlier.
Haman's out of here.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Verse 14. The copy of the writings for a commandment to be given in every province was published unto all people, that they should be ready against that day.
Go ahead.
15. The post went out, being hastened by the king's commandments, and the decree was given in Shushan the palace. And the king and Haman sat down to drink. But the city Shushan was perplexed.
And the city was perplexed because you had Jews in there also, and other people in there that hated them. They were like, "What? They trying to murder him?" So stuff is gonna start to get shaken up when we come back, I'm gonna end it there for today. We're gonna finish this up next time we come back in the live stream here. Alright, we're gonna come back and finish this up. Most High willing, of course. We're gonna come back and finish it. Hopefully next week, if not, the Spirit might have me go do something different, but I'm glad to come back and finish this up here. Alright, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.